Yo, people, we're back again. Wrestle Purist Podcast, episode 60, hosted by myself, Isra, Big AO, Chris O'Bread, Manny.
Shout out to the Israelites.
Shout out to the Israelites, and all the rest, and also Manny the Hooper. We're going to be talking about WWE's new signing, Dragon Lee. We're going to be talking about CM Punk responding to Dak's pleas to make up with the Elite and AEW and come back and all that stuff. We're going to talk Dynamite. We're going to talk the Stardom Queendom show. And yeah, man, we're going to get through it. But first things first, obviously, I'll be polite. Ask my co-host how they're doing. Big AO, no longer EVP AO. He's decided he wants to join the talent roster again. How you doing, bro?
EVP AO will be back. EVP AO will be back. But I got some shit to get off my chest today. Montel. You yellow bastard. I got some stuff I want to get off my chest. And it will not be becoming of a executive vice president if I did so in my official role. So for 1 or 2 weeks only, Big AO is back, pussy-o. Alright? I'm back screaming in this fucking mic. I'm back on my shit. I'm back on my bullshit. This nigga told me to stop cursing in the first 4 minutes. But Monty can't tell me what to do, nigga. I'm the biggest draw Wrestle Purist. I'm gonna get my shit off however the fuck I want. You heard?
So you're doing good?
Yes, I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking.
Chris, I know you're not battling the wall with your Wi-Fi box at the moment. So while you're here, you want to tell the people how you're doing?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah. That's all you need, man. As long as you're good, bro. Manny, I know you were a bit distraught and you had to go on a long drive last night to clear your head. We'll get into all of that, but how you doing now, bro?
I just realized on the graphic that I made, I spelled your wrong, and I posted it, and it's already too late. Besides that, I'm doing fine.
And we saved the best for last. Obviously, the first lady of Wrestle Purist,
That's
Isra
right.
Rollins, as some of you may know her. How you doing today, Isra?
I'm all right. I'm a little bit sick. So if y'all see me disappearing, it's because I'm fighting for my life. But yeah, we here. I got some shit I want to get off my chest too. Shout out to Sasha Banks. This is like easily the best thing I got, or probably like one of the only good things that came out of WWE shop.
I'm crying.
Fair. There's some wild stuff on that site, bro. Like, there's some hidden gems on there. Like I found a really cool Andre the Giant shirt that I wear like quite a lot. And then there's like weird stuff, like there'll be like a New Day pizza cutter or something, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like just some like useless garbage that they have on there.
Now, being a Daniel Bryan fan and like 14, 15, we were in the trenches. Like those shirts were just hideous.
Yeah. The design.
So y'all know y'all understand what's going on right now, right? This nigga Monty has exposed himself as a frequent WWE shop.com browser. This nigga be on there refreshing 24/7, going up and down the fucking list, just praying that a new Mike Mizanin shirt is dropped.
Yeah, wait
You're
for
sick,
that new
Monty.
Bray Wyatt mask.
Dead ass. You wait for that new Bray Wyatt. You want that? This nigga Monty, right? He got up with his laptop one day when we was backstage walking around his crib. This nigga got a Bray Wyatt custom belt hanging above his bed. Grown ass man with a Bray Wyatt custom belt.
Got the whole fit, bro.
It's nasty.
Gotta be done, fam. You know, I had the the old Braun Strowman mask, the rabbit thing. Before that shit was, bro. See, Fire knows what I'm talking about. He said in Super Chat, Montel got the WWE waffle maker. Like, that's a real thing, bro. I saw it on a YouTube video.
You know this nigga Monty pays us with WWE credit cards, right? Like he got the official WWE Play credit card, and he pays us off that bullshit with their high ass interest rate. Fucking 15% interest rate on that shit.
That's crazy. But yo, real quick, we got a couple super chats. Everyone, please like, subscribe if you're watching right now. If you haven't subscribed already, then welcome to the channel or whatever.
Facts, man.
Like the video because it means a lot. So run those likes up for us, please. And obviously, if you're feeling generous, send us a super chat as well. And,
tweet the link out. Go to the Wrestle Purist Discord. Link is in the bio for that. Bully niggas in there to come in here and watch the show and shit. Make them feel like losers. Make them feel like bad people if they're not watching the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bullying is back. By Big AO.
This is not
Billy
how
is back.
These super chats is not how we want to start. You know, Alfred Kuno one. As 51% owner of WrestlePurists, I want to say we stand with Andrew and Tristan Tate. We absolutely do not.
Absolutely don't.
No,
little known fact.
Little
known fact. We don't stand with those two nut ass niggas. But little known fact. Montel's last name is actually Tate. You thought he was yellow for no reason? No, it's Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, and Montel Tate. He goes by Telly Tate in the streets of Romania. You feel me? He goes by Telly Tate. He didn't want niggas to know, but now they know.
Yeah. Hey, just don't be posting pictures of your location, Monty.
That's a fact.
Rob 499 asking for the stream. Let's go, Halo, slide StreamYard.
That's all.
You'll get it eventually, you know. You'll get it. Your time's coming, you know. Appreciate it though. Karl Marx 199. Manny the Hooper fighting imperialism. I approve.
Yo, those memes that Manny made were so fucking funny, bro. He had the Spanish conquistadors as WWE executives attacking native Mexicans, bro. I was fucking dying laughing.
So many people were mad at me and all that. Like, people were calling me racist and everything in my comments. I'm just like,
white people calling minorities racist for shit that they got offended by is the funniest shit ever. Shut the fuck up.
I only had one Mexican person get mad, and then the other ones were just laughing because they thought it was funny in Spanish. And I'm just like,
I heard Mexican wrestling fans are like huge drones though. Man, is that true?
Yeah, from what I heard too, they're big fans of Undertaker and all that.
Nasty. Imagine Mexican Undertaker, bro.
I did not know that it was like Undertaker.
There's definitely a Undertaker clone on the Mexican Indies, 100%.
Man, I gotta address something too later, man. I'm fucking tired of. I'll say it later, man. But fuck, man. Everybody's saying he just wants to be the next Rey Mysterio, bro. What the fuck, man? Why is every Mexican gotta be Rey Mysterio? Even you, Dragon Lee, fucking saying he wants to be Rey Mysterio, bro. Come on, man. Be your own man.
Yeah. I get it. He wants to appeal to the masses and shit by saying that dumb shit. He's like, oh, who's a Mexican they know? They're like either like Eddie Guerrero or Rey Mysterio. He's not gonna be Eddie Guerrero, so you might as well just say Rey. No, Dragon Lee.
Yeah, beat Dragon Lee, bro. You know?
Yeah,
we'll get to it though. But one of the things I wanted to get to was give some context to Manny's tweet about his long drive last night. So like Manny tweeted, bro, so Dragon Lee signed with WWE, and Manny was like, it wasn't so much the tweet, even though the tweet killed me. It was just like so much genuine reaction to it. So obviously, as you could, there was a lot of people. Yeah, bro, there was a lot of people, like AEW fans, like kind of disappointed, like they weren't coming to AEW and kind of like being a bit dramatic a bit and stuff. And like Manny just had to like do the whole Manny thing, and he must have been going to get some tacos or something. Because I know he always does that late at night. Yeah, he always does those late night taco trips, bro. And Manny was on his late drive, and he took a picture, and he done the caption like, "This Dragon Lee stuff's messed me up, man. I had to go for a drive." That shit got like 400 likes.
Bro, people were replying to him like, "Yo, stay safe, man. Things will look up, bro. Stay safe, man."
People were like, "This guy's such a loser. Get a life." Someone was like, "Bro, you want what kills me, Manny? You know the ones when people like seem like angry. Like someone was like, 'Look at this pussy ass bitch, man.' Like, and it was just like, bro, what the fuck?"
No, the one that got me is like, I don't like, you know, none of that stuff gets to me, but the one that did get to me, not because like it got me pissed off or anything. He's like, "Bro, how you call me a pussy and a dork when you're the one with the Vince McMahon profile picture? Like, come on, bro. Like,
I'm fucking crying.
You're supporting a rapist, bro. What are you doing, bro? Just
it's wrestling marks, ladies and gentlemen. You the definition of a loser.
I don't know, man. It was funny. It was a fun night. I was telling the people in the Discord I was in last night, like, I want to go get something to eat while I'm going. I'm going to take a crazy picture. Let's see what happens. And that's exactly what happened. You should
have even crazier, what's it called? Even crazier caption, like you was going to drive off a bridge or some shit. just go full unhinged with it.
I should have made it look like I was driving towards a car or something.
You just see fucking headlights in his picture.
He's uploading like screenshots of like a mad sad playlist and shit.
You see the comment that said Russell Pierce All-Star lineup. It's funny you mentioned that because
what? Oh, of course.
We're gonna get into that later. That's loading.
I got
some shit I gotta get off.
Yeah, I got some shit I gotta get off my fucking
let me do this quick super chat. Rob fell on his keyboard. Appreciate it though. Bam, $5. Happy early New Year's, everyone. Congrats to Israel for a man winning Wrestler of the Year. Match of the year for everyone. Bam is obviously talking about the
having taste and giving the best wrestler of the year the #1 spot on their list. If y'all missed it, Sports Illustrated gave Seth Rollins the #1 top wrestler of the year. Very deserved. This was an amazing year for my boy Seth Rollins. AO can't say nothing until New Year. I know he's sitting there fuming, but that's too bad. That's too bad.
I'm legally contracted. I cannot say anything negative about Seth Rollins until 2023 because I went into business with Isra. I don't want to talk about it. It's ugly, but I will congratulate Isra on her interview with Melina hitting 5,000 views. Great interview. If you haven't seen it yet, go and watch it. We got more interviews coming. Russell Pierce Galaxy, tell us who you want us to interview. Who's not in AEW or WWE right now?
Yeah, that would actually really help.
Yeah,
it's like, we're always trying to think. So obviously, it's like WWE and AEW. There's certain like hurdles and networking that you have to do to get those interviews, and we might be able to get one here and there and stuff. But it's not like we're gonna have full access to AEW and WWE's roster. So if there's any like retired wrestlers, indie wrestlers, or even just personalities in the business that you'd like to see, myself, Backup Hangman, Israel, Chris, or even Manny, or anyone that hasn't done an interview yet, then you'd want to see us talk to them, and just let us know, because we need to like build a list of people that we can reach out to. So
look, man, I'm just gonna say how it is. I got a lot of friends in the AEW locker room. You feel me? They want to come do interviews, but they boss not land them right now. So tell that nigga, tell him, let him do interviews with Russell Pierce, or we walking in the Fed.
Could you imagine if we like?
You imagine niggas kick down TK door? They're like, yo, we don't want to talk to this nigga Big A, or we out of here, nigga. The fuck is you talking about?
Yeah. Another super chat for $10. Appreciate it. Happy holiday to you guys. The Russell Pierce Discord was popping last night. Over 125 viewers. Like the video, guys.
Yo,
listen to him. Like that video.
Yeah, like the video.
Yo, we didn't name our match of the year like Bam asked.
I don't know what my match of the year is, but I guess my brain keeps going back to Anarchy in the Arena, so I'll go with that. Traditional match, though, I'm not Okada versus Ospreay G1.
Mine would be Briscoe's FTR 103. Yeah, I know you guys are gonna fucking roll your eyes at it. It just is what it is, bro. Like other one, Anarchy in the Arena is definitely in the conversation. The Okada Ospreay G1 finals in the conversation.
And
Cody versus Rollins, just for being so memorable, in the conversation for me.
Julia versus Shuri is definitely up there. I have it at 5.25 on a scale. They were going fucking crazy last night. As women's wrestling aficionado, as a supporter of women's wrestling, as the only person up here who actually enjoys women's wrestling, I'm the only one who's seen the match up here right now. You know, no. Manny just watched it before the podcast because I called him out for his misogyny.
No, you did. I was watching already.
Chris did not see the match. He's fucking lying. Israel,
I did see the match.
All right. What were some of your favorite spots, bro?
When Julia super.
Actually, no. Because there was clips all over the timeline. What did Julia walk out in?
What
gear did you walk out in? What was she wearing?
Some dope ass gear.
Well, hey, describe it to the people. They want to know. For those that didn't see it at home.
very majestic looking star.
No, it was.
Just something a star would wear.
Right, and it was what color?
First said something a Star would.
Just something a star would wear. All right, so I'm the big AO, big women's wrestling guy. Big Joshi fan. I finally started, tweeting about Joshi on my main profile, my main Twitter, more regularly. You guys are not being freaks about it, so that's what's up. So Joshi fans, follow me. Don't be a fucking freak when I say something. It's tongue in cheek most of the time. Yeah.
So my match of the year, I'm taking it back to the beginning of the year. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. Still,
I have a question,
a year has
Israel.
passed and that's still my favorite match.
Does the ending of that match not like take away from it for you?
Well, I think that kind of goes with Seth and Roman's history because Seth has never lost to Roman, and I think that kills Roman inside, right? In kayfabe. So he kind of just blew it on purpose. He doesn't want to lose his belt because he knew Seth Rollins is his kryptonite and he will never lose to Seth Rollins.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I like the story. Seth's entrance was probably like my favorite thing, like in general this year. And the match was really good.
It did make sense. It did make sense from a storyline point.
I'm a storytelling fan. And like the match itself was great, obviously, but like it just had everything.
That was probably my favorite.
Run it back.
That was probably my favorite Roman match of the year.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, what else? What else is there?
Brock at SummerSlam.
No, I didn't like that match.
That's like the consensus one.
Bro, that nigga Brock. I love fucking Brock Lesnar, but that nigga running around in the tractor, in a fucking whatever the fuck that shit is, picking a nigga up and lightly tossing him back onto the mat. Like, no, bro, I don't want to watch that shit. It's fucking stupid, my nigga. It's dumb. It's dumb.
That's the beauty of it.
No.
Anyway, the Roman Rollins thing is like that finish. Like, it did. Roman snapping and getting DQ did not make storyline sense, but like to like Ayo's question as well, it's like a DQ at the end of a world title match on pay-per-view is always
at a big four show, bro.
That's what I mean. It's always going to be a little bit of an eye roll, but like Israel is right. Like it did kind of make sense in their individual like relationship and rivalry. So it was good. Manny, what's your match of the year?
Match, Seth was getting in his head.
Mm-hmm.
So if I know y'all don't care about storytelling, you just care about the work rate, and let's just do these spots and that spots.
That's crazy.
And the match was great, but like the way that Seth was getting in his head and kind of making him snap and making him basically blow the whole match. Like, yeah, it's ideal to have a clean finish, and it would have been ideal for Seth to win without a DQ because he would be champion. But it is what it is. I think I would still give it like a 10 out of 10.
Accusing me and Chris, who are elite stands, of not liking storytelling is crazy. They're storytelling merchants.
Won't happen. I will not let. I am a storytelling lover. Just because I like some flippy shit with my storytelling, doesn't mean I like storytelling. You know?
Just because we don't like that bullshit Bray Wyatt doing, don't mean we don't like storytelling. What Bray Wyatt doing is bullshit.
I think if the storytelling goes with the wrestling and like it kind of flows into it, like that's when it's really good. But when it's all storytelling, no wrestling, it's just like it's the fucking point. Yeah, that's when it annoys me because like okay, so I'm gonna give a hot take. Do y'all remember the second match that Evolution had with the Shield? Everyone regards that as like one of the Shield's best matches, and I disagree completely because it was just all Evolution dominating the Shield, and like the story is like we're just like gonna completely run through you and like little boy you, and the Shield's gonna win. That's like my least favorite dynamic, and it just like to me it just didn't make any sense, and I didn't like how slow it was because it's like you're not like doing much. Like you're just like, I'm just gonna beat you down. We're gonna like kind of like stall for like 2 minutes and not do anything. That's like annoying as hell to me. But anyways.
Yeah. Manny, you got a match of the year?
Yeah, it's either Briscoe's FTR 3 or Desperado Jun Kansai death match.
I still have to fucking watch that match, bro. I don't know,
man.
I don't know. I'm a Despy merchant, bro. I defend Despy against you niggas who call him washed all the time too. I still have not watched that match. I gotta watch it.
They do one spot in there where he does a Tiger Driver on onto a board of forks, bro. That shit is crazy.
Yeah,
From the top rope.
It's not. It's like the story. Like this is Adrian was talking about storytelling. Then it's like even though it is like a mess, if that makes sense in terms of like some of the spots they're doing, like you just can't help but like kind of like squint your eyes and like it's like ridiculous and it's just like a bloody mess. But like there is definitely a story throughout that match of like Desperado like trying to like prove himself. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's definitely up there. Chris, match of the year.
I've been saying Anarchy in the Arena since it's happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually think I've been rewatching some matches. I actually think it's the triple or nothing match between the Elite, the Young Bucks, Team Taz, and Swerve and Our Glory. Like just because
really enjoyed that.
How unexpected the ending was, and
that match was amazing.
I feel like everybody there except for Richard got like a big moment to shine. Well, everyone needed it,
Yo, everybody! When I tweeted before that, I tweeted on my burner before that match happened. I said if that match doesn't get 5 stars, it's Ricky Stark's fault. And you can say it's agendas, but everybody remembers Powerhouse's Hobbs' amazing spots, the fucking Spinebuster party, that monster fucking bullfrog splash. Powerhouse Hobbs looked like a fucking star in that match. Swerve was going crazy. Keith Lee was going crazy. The Young Bucks was doing the fucking Young Bucks shit. What did Ricky Starks do besides dance on the ropes? You tell me, what did he do?
And be a pose merchant.
What did he do?
That's crazy. So this is just.
Hey man, I'm just saying. Just saying.
A lot of good choices, I think, for our matches of the year. There weren't a lot of overlap, but we got a few more super chats I want to kind of blast through real quick. SoCal Cam, $2, appreciate it. Man, I was finna react to the Spam music video. Appreciate you. Young Dende, $10, appreciate you. I wonder who the bigger weirdo of the week is, Dragon Lee or Dax Cornette. Won't be able to watch live this week, so here's $10.
Appreciate you, Young Dende. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Always,
I don't think Dragon Lee's a weirdo for going to the Fed. I think he made a terrible. He made a terrible decision, but he's not a weirdo for that.
Yeah, he's just Joe. That's what he's only messing.
I don't know how Dragon Lee securing a bag makes him a weirdo.
Shout out to Young Dende though.
That's right. He didn't secure a bag though because he got NXT.
No, NXT niggas don't get paid. There
has been instances where there has been like NXT people who are maybe not main roster money, but they're not, they're well looked at. And there's people in NXT who are making like
Roddy Strong's making $300K, but the average person in NXT is making like $70K or less.
Mm-hmm,
so like those people that you see on TV every week, they're not rich, bro. Like
but my like NXT, it's not what it used to be in general. So I feel like they need to put in like some actual like really good talent that's not just developmental, like performance center products.
Yeah, absolutely.
To kind of bring back like that old feeling. So I think this is a good step towards that.
Not fucking Dragon Lee though. Not Dragon Lee.
From the thing
he's
that
the best
I read,
wrestler on the brand.
Now, literally, in the company, you're one of the best wrestlers in the fucking company.
He's top in the company.
From what I've read so far, it just seems like he just signed because he wanted to make a name for himself, and he wanted a chance to. He actually just wanted that Rey Mysterio spot. He just wanted to be the next guy.
But guess what?
I think he's making
Dragon Lee versus Rey Mysterio is going to be iconic.
That's the last time
money in Mexico because have you seen his house? His house is freaking huge.
Yeah,
him and Rouge, all those guys, Pentagon, Phoenix.
Bro,
when you're a main event in Mexico, man, you make some fucking money, bro.
There's a reason why they're not like running to sign with WWE and AEW. Like Bandito was like, bro, I'll sign with AEW when I feel like it, bro. I'll live in Mexico in my fucking mansion with my fine ass fucking wife and shit, and I'll work Ring of Honor when I feel like it, work GCW when I feel like it. That nigga wasn't pressed to sign anywhere, but.
Yeah, man, we'll go a bit more into the Dragon League thing after I fly through these real quick. He's was giggling, which is usually a dangerous sign. Far 522 $5. Need that Manny and Kyrie interview in 2020.
Shout out to Kyrie, bro.
Absolutely.
Kyrie went fucking
we need the Manny
crazy
and
last
Nigel
night.
one, bro.
Kyrie went crazy last night. I'm the only one who knows because I'm the only one who watches women's wrestling here. I'm the only one who enjoys women's wrestling. I'm the only one who loves women's wrestling. So I'm the only one who saw Kyrie's match last night. But she went fucking crazy.
My favorite
Shout out
spot
to the Pirate.
My favorite spot of that match is when Utami kicked Kyrie's arm for the lariat spot, the sliding lariat. Because I've never seen that before. And it
Yeah,
looked like
you didn't see the match. You didn't see the match, man.
I did see that match.
You didn't see the match. Oh, next super chat.
He saw his Twitter clip. Bam, $2. Favorite WrestlePurist moments for everyone.
Mine is the Triple H Tony Khan rant because I literally got like 400 followers after I posted that shit the first time. But
what's my favorite moment, bro?
Non-Big AO related is when Chris Rob, Manny, everybody did the fucking Sports Center bit. And shit.
Probably.
That was fucking amazing. That was
a really good episode. Like, that whole episode, bro.
Shout out to Daniel Garcia, friend of the show, friend of Big AO, friend of Chris O'Brien, all that shit. We know you bit our bit, my nigga, for BTE. Give us shout out WrestlePurist next time. It's gonna get ugly for you, my nigga.
So imagine we started a Daniel Garcia again. Regal 999.
Wait, I didn't say my favorite. Y'all are always trying to silence women.
Crazy. As a lover of women, Israel, go ahead, Israel.
When I was in Brooklyn and I ran in for like 5-10 minutes, and I was going off about Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
you were there. If you know, you know.
The streets of New York.
And then obviously my favorite moment's gonna be my whole interview with Melina, which just reached 5K. If you have not seen it, watch it. I'm literally gonna milk this until I die. But Angsty Apple Dummy, she just said Israel's pro racism rant in support of Seth beating Lashley for the U.S. title in the streets of New York. That
Israel said, if that's racist, bitch, I need that.
I'm never gonna forget Israel
just
to Brooklyn with
I'm about to
perfect Wi-Fi.
MAGA hat, but nah. Y'all just told me to shut up. He knew what was about to happen.
Yeah, man. And Regal 999.
Oh my fucking
Andrew Tate
God,
is
bro.
not the bad guy. Andrew Tate is not the bald guy we needed to be arrested. Aren't I right, my big muscular lawyer man AO? And where's my white Hershey's chocolate, Professor Parker?
Why the fuck I gotta go to prison?
Stanford.
First of all,
you need to change your picture. Like, YouTube got like regulations.
Dead ass, bro. You gonna get our channel clipped. Monty worried about copyright. Meanwhile, he posting this nigga on fucking. He posting this nigga every fucking episode and shit.
You gotta like censor the photo or something.
What do we censor? He's cut it off.
This is crazy, bro.
You cannot be a supporter of WrestlePurist and be having us look crazy.
Speaking of bald niggas, bro, I'm tired of every time this nigga Dax Harwood, bro, says some dumb shit. The entire timeline is just bald niggas slander. What did I do? What y'all saying fuck me for, bro? I don't deserve this shit. Make fun of that nigga Dax. You don't gotta make fun of the follically challenged men in America who don't do anything but mind their business.
The ball community steady like embarrassing you.
That's a fact.
You need to be the one to call them out. Like, you need to set them straight.
I'm about to become
AO versus Andrew Tate.
I'm about to become the Uncle Ruckus of the ball community. I just be like, yeah, them balls ain't no good. All that shit.
Well, I was bald before, and then I saw AO struggles. I decided to grow out my hair. I said, I can't be going through this.
Oh yeah, Manny used to fucking shave his head like a fucking psychopath.
5-year-olds from Darren Walker. Thank you.
They're pounds.
British pounds. Like, what's the difference? Aren't you in Europe?
Yeah, but we have different currencies.
Bro. Anyways, 5 pounds from Darren Walker. My women's match of the year is Becky versus Bianca at Mania and Hayter versus Storm. Hayter's the right champion. Does Isra rate Jamie? So Bianca versus Becky is a really good choice of match of the year. The other one should have been on NXT UK.
Oh, fucking crying.
On the WWE network. Does Isra rate Jamie?
Isra has a lot of strong feelings about Jamie Hayter. You know, some positive, some negative.
I feel like she's just not her. And my thing is, if a wrestler is bad, that's one thing. But when a wrestler is overrated and like being shoved down my throat, that's when I'm like, get this shit
Israel,
out
this
of my
is
face.
crazy. After that amazing main event, now I know how Monty feels. Now I know how Monty and Hangman feels when I have agendas against their favorite wrestlers and shit, and they can't do shit about it. Cause I can't do shit about Israel's agenda. I just gotta let her get her shit off.
Ryan's just shocked, bro.
It's not an agenda. I have no agendas. I literally am just right about everything. Y'all are just not ready for it. Cause I was talking crazy about Yuta some time ago, and y'all were like, "No, Yuta up next. Yuta's him." And now,
y'all.
So let's see.
No. Wheeler Yuta is a good young professional wrestler. Okay. It's just unfortunate that he's decided that he doesn't care about his physique anymore.
The right Cornette, fucking hell. Dragon Lee, CM Punk. Speaking of CM Punk and Dax, Cornette was trending because of Dax's podcast, so we'll kind of get into that. So, basically, Dax has started his new podcast with Matt Coon. Matt Coon is the guy that used to do the William Regal podcast.
I'm sorry, Matt who?
Matt Coon.
So Dax is just out here with Coons, huh? So Dax has got Coons to the right of him, Coons to the left of him. Is that not crazy to y'all? Do y'all not see what I be talking about with this bald ass nigga now?
Anyway,
so Dax and his coon did what?
Dax and Matt Coon
and his coon, yes.
And in said podcast, Dax was talking about the whole like his version of events and his side of the story from what he was told and what he knows and everything that's been kind of going on with the CM Punk and the Elite situation. And basically summarized by saying, you know, he said something like, "This is my plea to all four of you. Like, please figure it out. There's so much money to be made, and there's so much big stuff we can do in this business if we all figure it out." Blah blah blah. And there was a lot of discourse about it. Basically, a lot of people thinking that it's possible that Punk comes back and they can figure it out. A lot of people who think it's completely, you know, impossible. Brian Alvarez being one of those people who thinks it's like absolutely never going to happen. Someone screenshotted like one of the headlines of that. The screenshot was something like, "Dax pleas for CM Punk to make up with the Elite," and
that was me.
Something like that. Someone posted it on Instagram, and CM Punk commented saying "duh," like DUH, like simple as. It's a very vague reply, obviously, but I don't know if he means like "duh," it's obvious that he shouldn't make up with them, or "duh," it's obvious that that's something that Dax wants him to do.
Look, man.
But he's responded, and he hasn't said a lot, especially when it comes to like on that subject or on anything to do with wrestling. It's probably like the first thing he said since he got suspended. Been injured and stuff, so
that's cat, bro. He been throwing his little pot shots to pop himself on the UFC commentary.
Yeah, but this what I mean, like, it really, like, you know.
Look, man, look. I don't have a lot to say on this subject, but all I gotta say is, bro, like, if I work in a law firm, right? If I went to fuck my partners and punched them in the fucking face, and then niggas was like, "Oh, all five of them should just figure a way to work this all out," and I'm on Instagram talking about "duh," who the fuck cares what I think? I assaulted my bosses, bro. It's not on me.
Yeah, it's
not like, what the fuck are we talking about here, bro? You niggas don't live in reality. Y'all just love sucking CM Punk's dick. Oh, like, get that nigga the fuck out of here. Of course he talking about "duh." He in the fucking wrong.
There's a lot of money to be made, though. Like, this is the thing. So, like, if say you're Matt Jackson,
what do you care about the Elite's feelings?
Say you're Matt Jackson. Imagine this: you're Matt Jackson, and you know CM Punk's fucking punched you in the face, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. CM Punk's. What if Tony Khan was like, "All right, I'll give you a $500K bonus at the end of the year if you figure this shit out."
I'll do it, but
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, money talks, bro.
All we learned about this situation is Nick Jackson just can't work at a Waffle House. So, I mean,
could CM Punk, Manny?
CM Punk has never won a fight before in his fucking life until he snuck one of the Young
Bucks.
Bro, he threw the chair and Nick Jackson just took the chair.
He ain't try that shit with Kenny Omega.
He ain't try that shit with my nigga Tyson Smith, a real fucking shooter. A real shooter.
Kenny got it. Kenny was getting like freaking choked down and said
No, nigga. Kenneth Omega said, I cannot reveal my power level. I'm just gonna save this ugly ass dog and get up out of here. But we not doing this whole brawl out shit no more, bro. I'm so tired of talking about this shit. But
yeah, bro. The one thing I'm gonna say about this fucking Dax podcast, man, he needs to update his fucking graphics. It's not 2002 anymore. And bro, I can't have people freaking out every week on the timeline and flooding my shit, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
bro,
it was a lot, bro. Like the Dax discourse, bro, it was a lot. Because obviously there was the Punk stuff, and he done his whole bit of like, oh, it's Jim Cornette, you know, like he knows so much about wrestling, so he deserves to give his opinion. So everyone was going fucking crazy about that as well.
Hans, am I louder or are you just here? You don't.
That was
that was
Did you put that up?
No, I put that up. I put that up.
I did it by accident, bro.
Like, am I loud or are you just listening a little bit too quietly, my nigga?
They said
everyone was going crazy about the Cornette stuff, and
so
you know, I get it, but it's like it doesn't need to be 2 days worth of discourse over a podcast. Like Jesus, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know. We got some more super chats though. 552. $5. I need Israel to pull up in the Respirous Discord and throw hands over the Rollins slander of the last week.
I don't. Because let me tell you why. I'm not going to sit here and argue with y'all about Seth because y'all lie about him. Like, every single time you speak on him. What do I look like wasting my time arguing with people who are coping? Like, y'all know Seth is one of the best wrestlers in the world, if not the best wrestler in the world. And you just like always just discrediting him. So it's like, why should it be my job to try to like argue with a brick wall? Like, that's not what I'm here for. It is what it is.
It is what it is, for you're gonna have to deal with it.
Like, I know Seth is the best. So to me, it's like I don't feel like I always have to argue in defense of him because then that would be the only thing I ever do.
Fair.
You know, it's not like when I talk about Jamie and y'all start crying. It's like, well, if you knew she was the best, you wouldn't be crying. You would just be like, it is what it is. She's still her. That's the insecurity coming out. So it was a comment that I just saw. I've been trying to like bring it up, but like y'all kept like arguing about some Punk. D-Dubs, Jamie's definitely good, but the original hype around her in AEW literally started from a tease of her and Tony. And all the AEW marks were talking about their asses. And that's my thing. That's one of the things that like the AEW male audience is like pretty tasteless. If I would say so myself.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
Because the best women wrestlers, like I was talking about, she overrated. To me, it's like that doesn't mean that she's bad. That just don't mean that she's on the echelon that y'all try to act like she's on. To me, it's like the upper echelon of the women's talent on AEW is like Athena, Shida, Riho, like off the top of my head, Willow. And so it's like when y'all act like she's the best of the best of the best, I'm like, I just don't see that. And that's just me. Like, it's so much better talent out there. And like her hype is because y'all are horny.
No. All right, so I gotta respond to this, right? It's complete fucking cap. And it's not really directed to you, Israel. It's more directed to the nigga in the comment section. Because there are some badass bitches on the AEW roster that every time they're booked, everybody's like, Tony Khan, what the fuck are you doing? Anna Jay is fucking gorgeous. Nobody wants to see her wrestle, bro. Every time she's booked, niggas like, yo, get this the fuck off my television screen. There's who else is there? Like, I disagree with them, but you know, J. Cole got a lot of fucking flack for a very long fucking time. She's one of the most gorgeous women I've ever seen in my fucking life. So like the idea that AEW fans see a bad bitch and they're like, oh my god, she's so good, it's a complete lie. Because there's a million bad bitches that when they get booked, everybody's like, get them the fuck off of my television screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I gotta say.
With the Jamie thing as well, like it's
Sky Blue. People every time Sky Blue was booked until she got a lot better, People are like, Tony Khan, what the fuck are you doing? Get her the fuck off the TV.
So like,
Jamie
Hayter, the Nikita Lyons of AEW.
So let's not cap, bro. Let's not.
That's the thing, and it's like with Jamie, it's like
put headbands under her ass cheeks.
You could definitely say like, oh, Jamie's overrated or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You can say anything. It's fucking opinions, and who cares? It's only wrestling. But you know, Jamie's had matches that have got extremely over. So like, just to throw it up, just to being like hot and has a big ass or whatever is you know, it's spiteful. You know, it's harsh. It's like, you know, the last two title matches are legit like torn.
To me, it's like that's not how I process watching wrestling, and that's not how I process women wrestling, especially because it's like the looks is like the last thing that I care about. Now, presentation is one thing, entrance, whatever the case might be, that's one thing. But like, I don't look at a woman and be like, oh well, like that's all you're good for.
Sorry, Israel. We'll get to it. But you know, earlier I was talking about the Instagram page that posted the CM Punk Dax thing. I couldn't think of the account. This is the account, the Pro Wrestling Podcast. Very simple name. I don't know how I forgot that.
Shout out to
shout out then. $2 super chat as well.
How the fuck you got CM Punk to follow you, bro?
Oh, maybe he saw it on the Explore page or something. Maybe he does follow him. That would be beast.
That would be beast. Tell him Big AO told him to eat a dick. Tell him that.
Carry on, novice, right? Presentation, etc., etc.
No, I'm just saying, like, don't try to spin this shit on like that's my opinion. I was just like responding to the comment, and like basically how the male audience was acting, because I felt like, I don't know, the support initially, and she could have had like better performances and like, you know, y'all fuck with it, whatever the case might be. But I felt like the male audience just like hyperfixates on her looks, but that's just my observation.
But and then my rebuttal to that is her looks definitely do play a part. If she was ugly, she would not be as popular as she is right now. But it's just the looks multiply on top of the fact that she's a very, very fucking good professional wrestler. Because like I said before, there's a ton of gorgeous women in AEW that nobody wants on the television screen because they fucking stink. So,
wow. That was a bit harsh. Do you know what I mean? But you know, it's like you said Anna Jay scored blue. I wouldn't say they're like fucking garbage.
All right, but like a year ago, would you say that they were fucking garbage?
A good example was Julia Hart. You know, like
like Julia Hart, she's coming along. She's getting a lot better. But like she was not TV ready even like 6 months ago. And when she would get put on TV, a lot of people are attracted to Julia Hart. When she'd get on TV, people would cry, and rightfully so, because she should not have been wrestling on TV.
I hear you. More super chats. We're building up, so it's powerful. Shoutouts Spurs $10. Always find it weird that people just expect everyone to get over it because it's wrestling, but also want the locker rooms to be healthy environments and the way in the 90s and 2000s. That's a fair point.
That's a fact.
Talking about the Elite and CM Punk situation, because it's like, even I've been like guilty of this. It's just like, if this happened 20 years ago, like this wouldn't have even been a thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, CM Punk would have been back to work already if you weren't injured. Do you know what I mean? And like, there is definitely parts of that is valid. Like, you know, things got what, like there was locker room fights back in the day, and stuff did get like worse stuff has happened than what we've heard that happened at All Out, and wrestlers have moved past it and been able to make money together in the past. But you know, anytime you say you do it used to be better stuff, it's like, well, you know, it wasn't a healthy environment in the locker rooms back in them times. So
20 years ago, Chris Benoit was injecting steroids into Make-A-Wish kids to pop himself in the boys. Like, we can't be like back in the day. Like, no, bro, they were abusing mentally. They were abusing. Yeah, go watch Ken Kennedy's You Shoot video.
Jesus.
Never mind.
Man needs to do some deep investigating on that.
Go watch Ken Kennedy's You Shoot video. Chris Benoit was injecting steroids into a Make-A-Wish kid with Down syndrome, I believe it was, and like all the boys knew that he was doing it. They thought it was hilarious and shit. Ken Kennedy was laughing about it, telling the story. Like, shit them niggas are sick, bro.
Sick.
Okay, I don't want to keep. I'm sorry to interrupt, because like, I want to wrap this up, the shit that I was talking about, because someone in the comments said something about D-Dubs, Liv's main fan base. Wait, hang on. No, not this person. I'm reading the wrong comment. AK1WA, isn't Liv's fan base predominantly because she's good looking, as her in-ring work isn't very good? Seriously asking. Okay, so I'm going to assume that you are a man because you said that her in-ring work isn't very good. What you said is not true. Liv's fan base is primarily women. And the people that are shitting on her in-ring work are primarily men. Like, it's literally like her female fans are like literally like fighting for her life, like every single time she wrestles. And like the majority of the time when there's like a botch or a performance that was like less than average, it's literally because her opponent was dog shit. It's like always gets
Monty's like, is that true?
No, she
you know, I like Liv, bro. Like when we give her
I like Liv too.
Her down, and it's always the men that's like criticizing her wrestling. She does have male fans in terms of like people that's thirsting over her because she is sexy. So of course, when you look at her, you're gonna say she looks good. Like there's no arguing that Liv is fine as fuck. But it's always the men that are like shitting on her talent and her work ethic and her ability and her fan. And the way that she came up is not because men are lying about her ability. Men are the ones that shit on her the most. So
I think Liv has gotten a lot better since COVID, right? But like 3 years ago, she was not very fucking good at all. But she was popular as fuck. So I don't why was that?
Bro, it definitely happens in wrestling that people get over for being hot.
You weren't watching WWE, and you're like making
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I stopped watching WWE weekly 2021, but from 2000 from 2018
hung on for a long time.
No. So I was a WWE kid growing up, right? 2009, Sheamus beat John Cena for the WWE Championship, and I said, "Fuck this shit." I started playing football. I started watching Monday Night Football. I was like, if I'm not watching Raw, I might as well not watch SmackDown either. So I stopped watching wrestling in total in 2009. I came back in 2017 because I saw Kenny Omega gifts on Twitter. I was like, who the fuck is this cracker going crazy? So I turned that into watching Puro, and I was watching that again. I started watching WWE again, and then I watched it through the pandemic. And then once niggas was allowed to go back outside, I was like, oh, this WWE shit is fucking trash, man. I stopped watching this shit. And then I just stuck with AEW, New Japan, DDT, Stardom, Tokyo Joshi.
Do you remember what the top program was in WWE when you tapped out? Because when they actually first came back to touring and the crowds coming back, they were actually quite strong for like a month.
What was the top program? I don't remember exactly what the top program is, but Jimmy Uso had come back recently. He was just fat and terrible, and like all the tribal chief shit that I fucking loved that they were doing, it was all, like they weren't doing it no more. They were just coming out going, we the ones. Roman, no. It was so I don't know if I was watching weekly, but Extreme Rules was just when I was like, fuck the Fed, bro. Like I was already fuck the Fed when I was watching it and shit, but I wasn't like hating on it like constantly. Like I was giving them like fair critiques, and most of my fair critique was negative because it just wasn't very good because Vince McMahon's brain was fried. But when I went full circle jerk was when they did my son Prince Devitt, how they did him. And I was like, yeah, bro, I gotta take WWE down myself if I got to. So that's the big AO lore for anybody that was wondering.
Yeah. We need those
I was watching Riot Squad, and Liv wasn't very good back then, but she was over as fuck on the internet.
Okay, so hold on, you're not about to play with her. Let me tell you what it is. So Liv is a product of the Performance Center. She was one of the people that was given short matches, and then when she got called up to the main roster, it was still the same thing, short matches. She was always training. Her selling was always great. Like one of the things that people picked up on that she was really good at was selling. And like at that time, it was like, I don't know who it was in the comments that was saying like about her. I don't know. Was it you, AO? I'm all over the place. But someone was saying like 3 years ago, like she had fans because of her looks or whatever.
Hell no. Then, like, I was not talking about no fucking wrestling on the internet 3 years ago.
Anyways, people were starting to recognize that she had potential. No one was saying like she's the best wrestler alive, my favorite wrestler, da da da. Like it was mostly people like noticing that WWE should put this girl on. And
Karen's ass was definitely saying that.
Responded by throwing her in catering. So she was in catering, withering away, just trying to like get an opportunity. And every single time that she had been given matches, she was improving more and more and more. This year, when she had been given a much bigger platform, that's when she started going crazy. I don't know if y'all saw the matches she had in the gauntlet, where like it was like how many 6 women. Out of all 6 of them, Liv had the best performance. She pulled a good match out of Raquel, bro. She was the ring general at that point.
Oh no, I think
When she
Liv
was
Morgan is
actually
a
given
good
the platform
wrestler
and the
now.
opportunity, she was improving like crazy, and longer matches. She was improving like crazy, and like if you actually paid attention to her career, like her confidence had went up, her ability went up. Like she's able to do more because they actually like gave her opportunity. She didn't come from the indies. Like she is a product of the Performance Center, and we recognize that that's what she is. And no one is acting like, you know, when she came in red hot and she was the best wrestler. People were a fan of her because they saw the potential, they saw her drive, and all these years later, that potential had actually turned into something great. And that's why people are so behind her now, because she is like a legit like success story, someone that fought to get to where she is, and she deserves it on top of that. So that's what I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to sit here like fighting for Liv's life because
she's pretty good.
No, I just want to. I think Liv's like, I don't know who's on the SmackDown roster on top of my head right now, but if she's not the best wrestler on SmackDown, women's wrestler on SmackDown right now, she's at least top 3. But you know that division is shambolic. But I do like Liv Morgan. I think she's a good baby face. I like the spots that she does a lot. She could speed them up, but you know, it is what it is. It's WWE. Yeah. Shout out to Liv Morgan. Shout out to Big Titty Taryn. Shout out to Israel.
Top 3.
Who's top 3 on the women's division? On SmackDown.
Liv
is in there.
SmackDown is pretty tough, but
Liv's top 3 on SmackDown.
No, there's 2 good wrestlers. It's Liv and Shayna.
Okay, I did forget Shayna Baszler is on fucking SmackDown.
Shayna Baszler is a freaking beast, and also Liv and Shayna's match was like one of my favorite matches from the women's from this year. But like, I'm just saying, like, let's be for real. Like, it's people that like don't even watch WWE, and like I recognize that, like, you know, people prefer the wrestling that's in AEW. But my personal opinion is that, like, you know, in AEW, I prefer the men's roster over the men's roster in WWE. But I prefer the women's roster in WWE more than AEW. I feel like it's just so much more there that I prefer to see. But yeah,
I mean, my favorite women's wrestlers are Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. So niggas can't be like the whole tribalism shit with me when it comes to women's wrestling, because my 2 favorite women's wrestlers in the West are literally WWE wrestlers, or were. You know, Sasha's coming home to Jacksonville, but Bianca Belair, we gonna get you out of there, big sis. We gonna get you out of there.
My favorite women's wrestlers are Riho and Sasha Banks, all time. What the fuck is Monty?
That yellow bitch Monty has decided to leave.
It was getting too hot.
Nah, I mean it really wasn't getting hot. Shout out to Israel. That's my
shout out that super chat.
You know, people can there's something that you learn in law school. It's called reasonable minds can differ. Two people can be reasonable and disagree. You feel me? Except for when one of them is a bitch ass nigga named Hollywood Hangman Adam Pearce. Let's talk about this nigga real fast, man.
Before you start, we need to get this super chat out of the way because Far's done it again.
What happened? Oh shit!
Far dropped 100. Appreciate you. Is it coming up? There it is. $100. It's honestly a mixture of what Ayo and Idris said about how the male fan base looks at women wrestling. It's unfair to straight up generalize the straight male audience. Jamie's good worker for bar set in America. Liv is coming into her since Money in the Bank. So he kind of makes a point that I always wanted to try to get to. So you both kind of make, especially with Liv, it's like, even with Jamie, like Liv and Jamie are both absolutely in like the, you know, like the wrestling pervert fans. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the perverts love both of them.
They are definitely 2 of the girls that you see brought up a lot, and there is like a certain like group of girls that always get brought up by them. Like who's another one that I can think of?
Alexa Bliss,
Tay Mello, Alexa Bliss. You know, there's like the certain wrestlers, you know, that just like, you know, they love that side of Twitter, just loves them. Both of them definitely fit into that, and they definitely both have fans that are just like perverts.
Yeah,
but they both also have their own talents and qualities. Do you know what I mean? I think Liv Morgan has like a really great connection with live crowds and fan bases, and she has like a really organic babyface feel to her, and people easily want to get behind that.
Bro, which is why it makes it so sad when Triple H
Jamie Hayter is just like a fucking really good worker. It was tough. I think with Liv as well, it was quite tough to give her a title reign. So
I was in the Extreme Rules audience when Liv lost the title to that freaking sack of bricks, it hurt me. It hurt me to my core because it's like they had this woman in purgatory. Like Liv, her reign was like they completely like fucked her over by having her main opponent, rival, whatever, be Ronda Rousey. Because it's like when she got Ronda out the way and she got to wrestle Shayna and like get to like work with someone that actually wants to wrestle and like actually wants to work with her, it's like it was like a really solid match. And then it's like, no, we're just gonna drop it to Ronda. And then I'm like, it's funny because now Ronda's the champion, but like the woman that gets all the reactions and is the most exciting part of all the matches on SmackDown with the women's division is Liv. So it's like that was a fumble.
Yeah, they're different. They didn't. I think Liv as champion is also like, you know, she's kind of someone that you want to see on the chase and as the underdog and that. Then it's like it's cool to see her get her moment, like she did it, but she got it twice at Money in the Bank. She won the briefcase, which felt big, and obviously she won the title at the end of the night, which felt. Yeah, I just told that. Hey, you got to stop doing that, bro. I think I've pulled it up by accident and I took it down and shit. But yeah, JR does love those crazy pages, bro. JR literally retweets WWE porn, bro. Like,
that shit is crazy, bro. Like, yo, if you worked with JR and he did that, like, what would you do? Like, you gotta no-sell that, right? Like, you can't say anything to anybody. Like, you just gotta eat that on the chin, I guess. But JR, you gotta stop being a horny old man, bro. It's crazy.
Man, he's
good old JR.
Also, Far, thank you for the 100. That's crazy. And the fair,
shout out to Far.
Commentary on the conversation me and AO were having.
We're singing Far. What did you want us to sing on Purist again? Tarzan Boy. Tune into on Purist tomorrow. We're singing Tarzan Boy
no copyrights.
No copyrights.
No haters.
Yeah, no haters. All that shit. It's gonna be fire. Tapping them all. We got a good show.
Bro, we were so pissed. Like, I wish we could have like recorded like us realizing that the stream went down.
Bro, that stream, that Purist episode was doing big business, bro. Like huge business, and fucking TNA just took us down. Fuck them niggas, bro. I'm gonna get it back in blood. I'm gonna get back on my Impact Circle Jerk shit on Twitter again. It's over for them niggas.
But yeah, massive shout out to Far as always, like Israel was saying. But we've got a few more I want to fly through before we get into these subjects, so let's just fly through these. Hey friends, AO and Chris keep cooking. Yeah, AO and Chris keep cooking. Manny keep on Manny, Queen Israel, Montal. You guys rather see Phil versus Tyson or Cleaner versus Custodian? Oh, I don't know. I would have said Custodian, but you just slandered my name, bro. Like,
I'd rather see Phil versus no. I'd rather see Cleaner versus Custodian. Tyson is Kenny Omega. That's his shoot name. But I used to love CM Punk growing up, bro. I'm never trying to see that freak wrestle again, bro. Get that nigga the fuck out of my face.
No, bro.
He gotta apologize to me.
He gotta call into being the elite. He gotta apologize. He gotta apologize to Kenny Omega. You gotta apologize to Matt Jackson. You gotta apologize to Nick Jackson. You gotta apologize for being a broke ass, bitch ass nigga. All right, before Matt Jackson gets his homies that like homies.
I've had enough of this shit, bro. I don't need to. Anyway, get it together, bro. Jesus.
My fault. Let me put this blunt out, bro.
Mavs fan 84, 199. TK give Waffle House Brawl worker a tryout. Bro, you see that video of that girl catching
bro,
the...
TK need to give me a tryout.
I hear that. You know. Charlie 899. Can't stay, but for the gang, we always appreciate and love Charlie. You know, one of the family.
Shout out to the Wrestle Pures Divas division.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the Divas. Are y'all back this weekend?
Of course.
All right, Divas are back this Sunday. You heard it here first. Bringing the New Year strong. Tap in with the Divas.
What'd you say?
The Wigan kebab, $5. hate a slander, shambolic it is. Strongest English woman since Thatcher in it.
I'm fucking crying.
Oh, bro.
I'm not
Ain't
mad
that
at
the that's the
Lady.
that's the iron cunt, ain't it?
Yo, you gotta chill.
Bro, when Americans say the word
Chill.
cunt, they always put so much vim behind
Israel,
it.
that's what they call her.
And this
I
is
never
the
heard of that.
Iron Lady.
They call the iron cunt.
She was the prime minister. She was a female prime minister of England.
She was a fucking dickhead.
Prime minister / president, as you guys call it.
She was George W. Bush with a wig, pretty much, Israel. So, yeah.
Darren Walker, £5, Israel, pounds. Dax is right. They should sort it out. If the elite care about making money for AEW, for them, AEW sort it out instead of the elite versus best friends or House of Black.
Here's the thing.
Darren Walker have a good opinion challenge.
Here's the thing with that shit, right? Dax will say, I'm pleading to the elite, I'm pleading to Punk. And then, I promise you, after that podcast, he called Jim Cornette up and he was like, yo, fuck the fucking elite, Jim. I hate them. I hate these niggas.
Bro, do y'all realize that FTR is Brian Last's only source, bro? Like, there are people that are Jim Cornette merchants. They're not calling Brian Last, bro. It's only FTR. Y'all realize this, right?
I don't know. Nah, bro. Don't.
Monty, what you need to realize is what you need to realize with this nigga Brian Last is every person that he has an agenda against on the podcast that he actually has sourced information on is someone FTR doesn't like. All these other Cornette merchants in the locker room, they got beefs with other people. Brian Last is not shitting on them on the podcast, bro. It's only FTR beefs. It's only them niggas.
You watch all Brian Last podcasts now?
Bro, no, because
is that what we're reviewing?
Nah, because what happened was before I was on wrestling Twitter, right? The only part of the IWC that I was on was Reddit. You feel me? The reason why I came to wrestling Twitter was because I found out about it through the Mason and Sam saga and shit. So like people will post them nut ass fucking Brian Last clips and Jim Cornette clips on Twitter and shit. I'm like, yo, like this is only niggas that FTR got beef with. It's these niggas calling them, bro. It's the only fucking source.
No, definitely. You have. It's not like you've gone fucking crazy, but you have definitely logically like connected the dots, if that makes sense. But you'd be surprised who talks to these guys, bro. I'm telling you.
I mean, you'd be surprised who talks to me and shit. I'm just a fucking.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm just a troll on the internet. So
yeah, exactly.
So,
you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, wrestlers are crazy these days and age. Like, I know, like, we probably shouldn't say it, but the amount of access and that wrestlers give to like just people on Twitter and that, I think is insane. Like, you know, but you know, any wrestlers that I've spoke to and any of the wrestlers that these guys have spoke to, I'm sure, you know, they've all been pleasant conversations and stuff anyway. So I've never had a wrestler like come into my DMs talking shit. Well, that's never happened.
Me neither. When a wrestler wants to talk shit about Big AO, they DM Hangman or Monty. They never DM me. The only time a wrestler DMs me is when they want to like say how funny my tweet was or whatever. Or like shit like that, bro. Nobody ever is like, fuck you, pussy. Nobody ever does that shit. They be doing it to Hangman though. This GCW indie shitter, like Hangman shit on him all the time. The nigga quote sent Hangman the tweet, was like, kill yourself. I was like, what the fuck?
Nah, bro. I don't talk to wrestlers. You know, I try to be very unbiased.
Manny is Manny's unbiased professional. He said that even if he could talk to wrestlers, he wouldn't do it unless it was Nigel McGuinness. You got to respect that. But Bam $5. Chris, you sounded like you was underwater then, so I didn't actually hear you. But Bam $5. I kind of agree with Israel.
Nah, you're good now, Chris.
I kind of agree with Israel because I wanted Tony Storm to keep the belt, but if they didn't give it to Jamie, it could have been bad for the division backlash. Yeah, because the crowd was so behind Jamie. They kind of
I feel like with that situation, it's like the crowd was so behind her that it would have been stupid to not give it to her because she's just red hot. And this is me speaking objectively, like because the way I think just because somebody over don't mean they're great, but it's like. You can't just like drop the ball like that, especially when the crowd is so behind it and she's red hot. Like it would have been really stupid to not give it to her.
Yeah, of course. My Little Chaos 199, appreciate you. This is the one from earlier. Appreciate you again.
What I was gonna say before,
I was gonna say, yeah, done it again. I'm sure. Rob, $4.99. Appreciate you. Obviously, one of the fam. Liv Morgan is one of the greatest of all time. Pop. Showtown Spurs, $5. The treatment of Liv Morgan from the Banana Nose Imperialist was one of the worst booking decisions of the year. You know, we've already spoke about it. It wasn't a great total reign at all. Darren Walker, £5. JR, a legend. I remember him saying about Anna Jay about having a wardrobe malfunction live on pay-per-view. People went crazy at him. Yeah, they did. I remember that too. Yeah. JR's had his scripts.
Crazy,
you know? What is that, Chris?
Nothing. I was just
being a menace.
I think people reacted fairly to what he said. I mean, that's fucked. You can't.
Nah, people did go.
I don't even
thought
remember.
He was getting cancelled. Like,
I didn't remember people's reactions to that shit. Like I didn't remember that. I don't remember that being a thing. People were pissed.
I remember him saying that.
Yeah, it was like I'm hoping for wardrobe malfunction on TV.
He said he was hoping for one. That's crazy. Why don't I remember this, bro? I don't remember this.
And people went crazy. I mean, I think it was deserved. I don't think he should have got fired for it.
You can't get fired for that. But you know, you gotta tell him, you can't be saying that shit, bro.
You gotta be yo, man.
It's not the attitude era no more, bro. We respect women, especially King AO.
Doing fucking Jerry the King Lawler impressions on commentary and shit, you know.
When y'all told the story originally, I thought y'all were saying that like there was a wardrobe malfunction and JR like pointed it out, but him saying he hoped for one is fucking insane, bro. Why would he say that? Why would he say that?
All nasty business, bro. Bro, I reckon I know you guys have probably noticed this as well. Those NSFW, like the pervert WWE pages, are racist. By the way, never share dark-skinned women like Naomi, Bianca, etc.
Honestly, they need to stay the fuck away from Naomi, Bianca.
Yeah. Stay away from Queens. This is a good thing about racism. Like, you know how the opioid crisis, how medical racism is the reason why the opioid crisis isn't affecting Black America, because Black people get underprescribed painkillers and white people get overprescribed painkillers. So then white people, they end up getting addicted to pills and then they turn to heroin and shit. But you know what? It's not a problem for niggas because doctors wasn't giving us opiates in the first place. So shout out to racism in that instance. Shout out to racism in that instance.
That's crazy. Doing an Israel impression. Bree Woo 999. Shout out to the Divas. Shout out to them always. Very strong division that we've got here at Wrestle Purist. You know, probably the best women's division in the world, if you ask me.
Yo, look at this fucking W racism in the chat, bro.
Crazy. He's right though. Like you never see black women on those pages, bro. It's always like those weird basement dwelling white guys who are on those pages or something.
Bro, they share the same 7 Alexa Bliss pictures or videos that have been out since like 2015, bro.
Bro, it's the same women.
It's the same shit.
Bro. It's the same crap of women, bro. And like, if someone shows up in NXT or something, they might get added. Like Gigi Dolan is definitely like in that. Like,
oh yeah, Gigi Dolan's entered the mix. Oh, that girl who went viral and broke AEW Twitter for some reason because she had a good sequence. They've been putting her in the mix. I forget her name. It's like Soul something.
Soul Ruka.
Yeah, they've been throwing her in there and shit.
Yeah, perverts, you know. Protect black women from these perverts.
Facts.
Yeah, man, I can't believe we've been going for an hour already. We've only literally talked about the CM Punk and Dax thing. Obviously, we touched on it a little bit earlier. Dragon Lee is signed with WWE. He announced this after he won the AAA tag team titles last night on the AAA pay-per-view, which was obviously, it took a lot of people by surprise to see them obviously defeat FTR for the AAA tag team titles, and then for Dragon Lee to immediately announce that he's, you know, leaving to go to WWE in the new year. So yeah, man, he's gonna be in a follow-up report by ESPN. I think that's who confirmed that he'll be going on the NXT brand. Lucha blog also had a follow-up as well, talking about how, you know, like, this is a big part of our, like, WWE really want to have like some, you know, strength and power in like Latin America and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have the tweet right here. He said it was on the Observer. He said on War has a lot of informed speculation that AAA and AEW are done working together outside of Omega getting the AAA Omega belt back. WWE noting that Dragon Lee's announcements specifically happened at the Lucha AAA show seemed meaningful. So that, and then I know Mark Romani was talking about how they want Dragon Lee to be the first step into starting the Mexico NXT.
Yeah, Latin America. Because what Mark Romani said, it's like Dragon Lee is a big part of their plans for like really making a statement in Latin America, and then Raimondi mentions how Shawn Michaels has recently mentioned stuff about like NXT Mexico and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so, then Lucha Blogs did also add that AAA knew Dragon Lee was leaving for a while, and after the match was announced, they built plenty of time to add another team or have another change. AAA got photos and videos of Dragon Lee wearing a AAA belt on WWE content, so that's what they wanted mostly. They didn't care that he was leaving or all that, and then. They just want the AAA. Mostly what they do is they just want exposure for everything and get the brand out there. So it's not surprising. And also FTR didn't even want the AAA belts anymore. So I'm shocked that even Tony Khan even let them get pinned. So
yeah, it's
whatever.
It's also worth noting as well that when Dragon Lee and Dralistico, his partner at the time, who won the titles with, that's the Dragon Lee and Dralistico, they had tryouts at WWE. WWE decided that they wanted Dragon Lee, but they didn't want Dralistico. Dralistico apparently is aiming at trying to get himself into AEW, and that's what he wants to be.
Shout out to Dralistico. He got way more drip than Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee, obviously, he got the offer from WWE, as Dralistico never. And Dragon Lee decided to go with it, and he's going to join NXT. A lot of people WWE pays way more, blah, blah, blah. We was mentioning earlier in the podcast, the NXT contracts are nowhere near the same as the main roster ones. But, of course, if you're Dragon Lee, the idea and the plan, I'd assume, is to kill it on NXT and get onto the main roster. That should be everyone's plan in NXT. So, obviously, good luck to him. He's genuinely, one of the top luchadors coming out of Mexico in the past recent years. A lot of people wanted him in AEW. It made a lot of sense for him to go AEW as well, especially with literally having family there, Andrade, etc. So it's he was kind of. Go on, man.
And fucking Andrade too. He was supposedly Andrade was the one that said don't even sign with AEW or whatever. And look, I'm not really mad that he left. Yeah, he signed with WWE because it's whatever. It's just the fact that just the thought of them maybe coming into Mexico and taking talent and running their own thing. And yeah, I know it's probably just over exaggerating what might happen. I'm just look at what fucking happened in the Europe scene. It got destroyed, and I'm only more worried about Mexico than I am Japan, because in Japan they're more together on this front. They're not letting that shit happen. Fucking CMLL and AAA hate each other. They hate each other's guts, and they try to put each other out of business all the time. So it's just
So you think one would take the parachute from WWE to help kill the other one?
Yeah, and it's from what it seems like AAA's, they want to have a working relationship with WWE, and that's why Tony Khan and that's why Lucha Blog hinted at that AAA and AEW might not even be working together anymore. And I think in a recent interview, Tony Khan was mentioning CMLL. So I mean, it just kind of sucks all around. And the thing that hangs me up is that people I saw other people in my comments saying that he just wants to be the next Rey Mysterio and all that. And I'm like, bro, WWE didn't even book Rey that good either. He's always been
they didn't book him well at all. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's always been. He's always been.
What is the best booked run of Rey Mysterio's career?
So when he did win the world title, the heavyweight title, it was just because of Eddie.
It was because of Eddie. And they made him a fucking geek his entire run.
And the AAA, and then Vince would come in Raw every week and asking, "We're gonna get the title off him. We're gonna get the title off him." So he didn't even want the title on Ray, and he's just over.
The run to the title was good, but as soon as he won the title, it was so obvious that he wasn't the guy that wanted it on.
It was so nasty, bro. They was having shitters on the roster, jobbers beat the shit out of Ray for 90% of the match, and then Ray would get like
really
a roll up.
Tag runs, though. He has some really
Yeah,
good
he has good tag run. He's had good tag
so
runs.
like, he hasn't all been terrible. Like, you don't get to Ray's level.
Ray's singles career has been fucking terrible.
You know?
Well, I think what helped Ray is that he's been on WWE TV for so long, and like I'm telling you, man, these masks and gear that he wears helps him. Like,
it helps a lot. And the original entrance that he had where he shot out of the ground, that was like my favorite part. Like watching SmackDown on Thursday night, like I couldn't fucking wait to see Rey Mysterio shoot out of the ground, bro. Like that was one of my favorite things of all wrestling.
Yeah, all you remember is the Pulica, then he just flies out. Like that's the thing. It's like his presentation, his longevity, is just what's helped his career and all that. And then also just like what he did in WCW in the late '90s is like
bro, Ray's the man. Ray's the man, bro. Ray's like, you know, fucking. We talk about backup Hangman always goes on about Ray, bro. Like I'm literally like when it comes to Rey Mysterio, I'm very much in the same boat as him.
It's unfortunate that Hangman likes
10 of all time, probably. Like he's that good.
It's unfortunate that Hangman likes Ray as much as he does, because I fucking love Ray, but I gotta slander him sometimes just to piss Hangman off, bro. Like just to. Cause Hangman be saying shit to piss me off. So I'm like, you know what, my nigga? Maybe Rey Mysterio is a gift wrestler. You ever think of that, nigga?
I've never been a big Rey Mysterio fan.
Bro?
Not even a bit. I just was never.
Oh well, you know, Chris is young, so like when he was growing up, Ray was fucking washed. He didn't even have his new knees yet, but he's got his new knees now and shit.
Ray.
I never saw from Ray. He was good there, but I just didn't gravitate toward him.
When Chris was
good though, but
when Chris was growing up, they was booing Ray out the building during the fucking Royal Rumble and shit because they wanted Daniel Bryan. So like he don't got the connection. He don't got the connection with Rey Mysterio that we do.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm not really like a big Ray guy either. I'm more of like a Psychosis dude, and then like other luchadors that I like more than Ray. But
I just started watching. I just started watching like all that GCW, WCW, like cruiserweight shit in the last year. Bro, the shit they was doing was unreal, including Ray. But like the shit they was doing, them niggas should have had like better and longer careers. It's unfortunate.
Well, I thought if you go back into WCW, I think Psychosis. What happened with Psychosis was he fucking lost his mask to Billy Kidman on US TV, and he had to. So what made Psychosis? What made Psychosis cool was just like his gear and being able to do the same shit that Ray can do, and then he also just fell apart at the early 2000s, and he was just batshit crazy, like Juventud Guerrero. So like they, of course, they weren't going to last long here in the US or anywhere else.
I like Hoovy more than Ray.
I feel that's a crazy
I think it's crazy, bro. Ray's the man. Like Ray is like.
Ray's the man.
But yeah, obviously it's like
I
this,
mean,
you know, everyone's got
also,
different
this is
viewing
like-
experiences and shit. So
This is a crazy opinion, and I don't know I prefer Japanese luchadors to Mexican luchadors because I've watched more of them. Like, I think Jushin Thunder Liger is like the best luchador of all time. If you would consider Liger a luchador, well, you would because he's fucking a luchador, right?
He's a luchador.
I think Jushin Thunder Liger, Sasuke, and what's his name?
Huh?
What's his name? Like,
you thinking of Hayabusa?
Hayabusa.
Nigga don't even know. Look at Rob in the comments.
They're all heavy names though as well, bro. It's not.
I mean, those are some of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Like they're all up there in that fucking
heavy
super
names,
teams tier and shit.
I didn't watch like the El Santos, even though I heard he's like just a fucking god in Mexico.
Yo, Manny, I gotta ask you a question about El Santo if you're still here, bro. Or like, was he really that nigga in the ring, or was he just like some Hulk Hogan ass nigga? Like,
I don't think he's because he hasn't turned his mark back. He's probably making a sandwich or some shit. We'll do some super chats.
All right, man. Well, no. What do you? Oh, Manny, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you said. No, I was trying to get my dog back inside. No, I mean, he was good and all that. Even as a Phantasma, but I just preferred him as Queen Carno and Lucha Underground. So he was him there too. And I think
we're talking about El Santo, not Santos Escobar.
I heard Phantasma.
No, El Santo, not
El Santo. I haven't really found any of his matches. Like it's hard. Like you're talking about the original El Santo, right?
Yeah, the famous nigga with the statue and shit.
With all the movies.
Yeah, and the 7 trillion movies.
I haven't really found much of his matches and stuff, but for people say he was good, but I don't know. I haven't seen his stuff, but of course he was like a cultural icon. He has his own fucking statue, and I remember when I was a kid, my dad took me to like a museum in Mexico, and they were showing like they had his own wing for in the museum for him, and they showed a video. It was like black and white, and bro, there was like millions of people there for his funeral, and he was buried with his mask.
I saw that clip before. That was amazing.
Yeah, and everybody was walking with him down the street and all that. That's how big a deal he was. And I think some of his movies are even recognized in like that thing where they preserve all the movies in the archives. It's like he has a couple of those movies archived. So like he's like a pretty big deal. But his son though,
pretty big deal. He's God apparently. So.
Yeah, his son though, his son's fucking awesome. El Hijo de Santo. He's one of the greatest luchadors I've ever seen. I think I have him. It's between him and Blue Panther. I have as one.
Oh, yeah, you're a big Blue Panther guy. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, El Santo.
Because everybody just knows El Hijo de Santo from the Worlds Collide match, but man, he has tons of classics. He has an awesome He has an awesome title match with Psychosis in like '95. He's in a ton of 6-mans with Octagon Jr. With Octagon, and where he's facing with Rey Mysterio and he's facing Blue Panther, or he's facing Psychosis. He has there's tons of great matches. There was also I think it's Triple Mania 1 where he's in a huge 6-man with Liger, I think Rey, Psychosis, Blue Panther, Octagon. It's fucking awesome. Everybody should go watch it. It's on. I think it's you just look it up. It's a Triple Mania match.
Yeah, hit us up with the links in the Discord or some shit. But yeah, man, Dragon Lee. we was talking about Dragon Lee. So yeah, it looks like he's going to be in NXT, man. Obviously, like I said, a lot of people kind of expecting him to go to AEW for obvious reasons. But he's going to NXT. He's going to be dealing with the Shawn Michaels creative, so that could either be really good or really bad. We don't know. Shawn Michaels creative is kind of like that, so pray for him.
Y'all think
it'd be interesting to see what they do with him, man. Hopefully he hits the ground running and he can have bangers.
Monty, as an NXT enjoyer, who's the most talented person on NXT that's being booked like shit?
Wesley, Monty?
Wesley's North American champion, bro.
Has he been booked good as champ? I don't
watch bro. He just beat Tony D'Angelo. I was fuming.
You know how Monty feels about fucking Tony.
Yo, that's my guy, bro.
Hopefully they still make him take his mask off.
I'm trying to think, but that's NXT because it's a lot of green talent and stuff, bro. So like anyone getting booked like shit is like someone who's like brand new in the business and shit. So it's like
Peach said Nathan Frazier and Axiom.
Axiom's booked like not like shit. He's just like he's a good match guy, and it's kind of like it would be hard to give Axiom an actual push because fucking. There's not really a lot to work with when he's a good match guy. Do you know what I mean?
I think Jiro is still in NXT.
Who?
He is.
Oh, I mean Jiro.
That's nasty.
Alba Fire is actually a good shout because she just seems like she loses all the time. And like when she came into NXT US, like she came in with like quite a lot of hype, and she's had some good matches with people who had absolutely no right to have those good matches with her. Alba Fire is kind of a Kylie Ray.
Yeah, Kylie Ray, when she first came in, she was like competing for the title and everything, right?
That's what I mean. It's just like
she
loses quite a lot, and now she's feuding with Isla Dawn, and it's just kind of like she could easily be on the SmackDown roster, like easy. Like, Ikemen Jiro, I don't think he's that good. Like, do you know what I mean? He's all right. That's crazy, Chris. That's crazy. Nathan Frazier, I wouldn't say he's booked like shit. He's just booked like whatever.
I think he's
Nathan Frazier's great. Like,
that grind run is hurt, sadly.
Isla Dawn. Bro, I just found out that her name is supposed to be pronounced Isla.
Is it?
Is that true?
I don't know, man.
You don't watch the product. I want her to change her name.
Obviously, but like she's kind of just chilling, so it's a weird one. Hunter fumble Kushida so bad, that is a fact. Roddy Strong.
Someone said Roddy Strong is booked like shit, bro. Is Roddy Strong even booked at all?
He's injured.
He's hurt.
He's hurt. He's been hurt for a minute as well, like, so. Yeah.
TK would know what to do with him.
TK would know what to do with him, I think, because you just plug him into matches. Like, you know how like you see people complain about AEW just kind of like booking matches. Like Roddy can literally go out there in a cold match, like, and not be over, and like just fucking. Could you imagine like Roddy versus Danielson, bro? Like
Tony's gonna as soon as Tony gets Danielson, he's gonna put him in there with a 30-minute match with Danielson, and everybody's gonna be happy about it, you know?
Yeah, man. But yeah, quickly get flow through these. So keep saying. Pylon's $5. Who are you guys most improved for the year? I'm going with Mia Watanabe from TJPW. I'd go with
the Acclaimed. Yo.
Yeah, the Acclaimed's a good show. Solo Sikoa, Tiffany Stratton. Who else did we nominate? I can't remember. But you can't go wrong with the Acclaimed, man, because look how fucking over they are.
I got a problem from these nonsense.
Why, Chris? I didn't pick him, Chris.
First off, Anarchy in the Arena wasn't on the match of the year list. That's disgusting. Second off,
that's not my fault.
Why wasn't
it's not my match of the year list?
Underrated? I think Trent is the most underrated wrestler in. Huh?
No, I didn't hear you, but now I know you're talking about Trent.
Oh. Bro, every time Trent wrestles, the entire timeline is like amazed. But no, every time he has a singles match, the entire time is amazed. It was like, how do y'all forget? Like, Trent's a fucking dog in the ring. I don't know how niggas forget every single time, bro. He just maybe
he's an animal. I like Trent a lot in ring. I like him.
Yeah, I like him a lot too. I like his character too, but I like his character as being a straight man with a bunch of fucking goofs and shit. But you know, I think Trent's where he should be. I'm not saying he needs like a monster push or anything like that. It's just like you need dogs in the fucking mid card. That's what Trent said. Shout out to him.
Yeah, but most improved anyway. It's not even most underrated. Most improved.
Oh shit.
My most improved is I guess I'll say the Acclaimed.
Israel, who's your most improved? I can't remember who you voted for.
Darius Martin.
I could guess.
I definitely voted for Liv.
Yeah.
Like this was definitely like the year where she glowed up.
But you said she was but Israel, you said she was always her.
You have selective hearing. I said she always had potential, and then as soon as they had given her the opportunity and the platform, she capitalized. This was the year when she had capitalized. And like I know you don't probably haven't seen every single tweet I've ever tweeted, but at some point
I have.
Really. At some point I said that like you could see the way Liv's confidence has just completely flourished. I think that has also like added to, everything because now she's like a lot more able to like, I don't want to say like lead matches, but she is getting there to the point where she's like basically like she owns every single match that she's in. But yeah, I already had my Liv rant. That's just
shout out Liv,
Someone said first lady, wear your man. Girl with glasses. First of all, my name's Isra, okay? I'm first lady because like
Oh no, this is the same weirdo that's always get banned, bro. It's the same weirdo, bro. Don't even give him no attention.
Israel always reading the chat. If they're not sending you super chats, Israel, don't read nothing to say. It's not allowed, No, I'm joking. Crown 999, just blank super chat. Appreciate you though.
Appreciate you, Crown.
We appreciate you. Amanda Culture 499. WME for TK to kill. Bro, chill. A Man of Culture 499. WME for TK to kill Fascist FTR. One more for the good guys.
Facts. Get Fascist FTR out of the fucking territory.
Bree Week 499. Y'all ready for Scripps versus Lee the Dragon Gonzalez? That is crazy. That is crazy. Lee the Dragon Gonzalez is crazy, bro. Far 5222, $5. Appreciate you again. Israel thoughts on Rollins versus Cody or Drew rumors?
No thoughts. Thank you for the $5. I feel like when it comes to like Mania season, I just honestly tune it out until the day of, and then whatever happens, happens. I don't want to get like emotionally invested because the last time that happened, I was about to like kill myself. Like last year, I don't know, like if let me just give you some lore. Last year, it was rumors that Cody Rhodes was going to come back to WWE. I was like, hell no. No one's trying to fucking see Cody Rhodes in WWE. That's never going to happen. And then I started seeing rumors Seth Rollins is going to wrestle Cody Rhodes. I'm like, hell no, that's not going to happen. Seth Rollins is obviously going to be inserted into the main event. And then that didn't happen. And every single week, it was just me coping. So I don't want to do that again. Like, I can't.
Well,
Girl with glasses is
understandable.
asinine. Bro, Girl with glasses is the one that's on here. You're in the comments. Like, I'm
Is
not.
that same
moving.
incel? Hold on.
I don't think so. I don't know. You know, people try to get spicy with Israel. She got to back them down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't do that. Israel will humble you.
6 star, $4.99. Much love to y'all. Much love to you as well. 6. We know we always love and appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate you,
$4.99 as always. I'm
Six.
sure. I think 6 star made his podcast debut recently.
Yeah, he was on a podcast earlier with Scott.
Yeah, we shout out Scott as well, who used to write for us and do our Joshy guides. He now works with Fightful. I think we're going to get some more features out of him in the new year, so he's going to be doing double duty. So shout out Scott.
Six has been putting together a team for WrestleQueers. So if you could write, edit, podcast, any of that shit, hit up Six.
Yeah, shout out, yeah, man.
Transgrats,
it's
over. WrestleQueers is fucking here. I'm echoing.
Shout out. Yeah, I'm echoing as well. Who's got me echoing? What was I say? Yeah, WrestleQueries. One of our writers actually messaged me and was like, "Would it be okay if I started writing with them for 6 stars?" I was like, "Bro, absolutely. Like, we love 6 star. Like, if you're helping them, like, you know what I mean." It surprised me that we was even asked about it. $5 NXT Halloween Havoc 2023 Axiom versus Dragon Lee. He can bottom tries to kill the Ray and Eddie Legacy from the same show in '97. Bro, that is nasty. It's not, you want to know why it's nasty? Because it's not like...
It's not going to fucking happen. But WWE fans would be like, oh my god, this is just so much better.
Sean Kingston, $1.99. Y'all like Nathan Frazier. Listen, bro.
I'm not allowed to say my true feelings on Nathan Frazier until 2023. But, you know...
I like all of Seth's signs, you know? Nathan Frazier...
Sometimes the student surpasses the master. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's necessarily the case right now. You know, I'm not allowed to slander.
Let Nathan have big matches. Let Nathan, speak into a mic. Let Nathan like be able to lead matches.
You were just saying you loved him, Israel. You were just saying you loved him.
I like all of Seth's sons.
You're slandering him.
One day I'm gonna have kids. I'm gonna love my kids. My kid's not gonna be better than me.
I'm crying.
Pop.
I hope my kids are better than me.
Karl Marx, $4.99.
Kids watch this.
Gotta go. Y'all keep killing it. Everyone like this video. Facts. Communist Manifesto Part 2 coming out soon. Karl Marx out.
Shout out to Russell Pierce enjoyer Karl Marx, the OG communist.
That's crazy, bro.
I don't fucking know, bro. Nigga, I said that. I was like, yo, what am I cooking, son?
Ikemenjiro, star in the making, bright future. That comes from Sean Kingston, $1.99. Appreciate it.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know about that, bro.
Crazy.
That's starting shining bright in that dark ass NXT show, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Who's Karl?
Ikemenjiro, man. I don't know.
He's he wrote the biggest communist book of all time. Like communists base their beliefs off of Karl Marx. Chris.
Sounds like a cool dude.
For fuck's sake.
The fucking Nazis are gonna be on our ass like Wrestle Purists. They're only anti-fascists because they support communism. They're gonna fucking clip this shit.
Boo-hoo, woke liberals don't
fucking Jobber Tears is gonna come after us.
Listen, when the world discovers that Chris's liberal Republican bits, we're gonna close down the promotion, bro.
Oh wait.
Bro, people actually think he's
Bit.
Republican, bro. It
I'm a
bothers me.
goddamn true-blooded American. You know, bit.
Nah, the funniest was when
Do you have a Punisher logo in the back of your car or what?
Yup.
oh weird.
With the blue stripes. Huh.
Lives on
Even though the
Monster
Punisher will
Energy.
kill a cop, I don't care.
Monster
This is
Energy and Mountain Dew.
Chris is
all
the kind of
Chris
guy that
drinks.
has. Chris is the one that has a U.S. flag in the back of his car where he drives.
I actually have a Make America Great Again hat, and I asked Monty, could I wear it on the pod? He said no. It's not about. I actually have one, and it's not because I like Trump. It's just because it was a you know.
I have a MAGA hat too. I committed a crime.
What is happening? What?
No, because you see what happened was so.
These confessions are crazy.
No. P. This is more big AO lore, right? I was walking with my niggas, right, and we seen a group of MAGA niggas, and my niggas said something to him, and it was like these were my ex teammates. So it was 3 big ass niggas. So he said something to him, not thinking they would ever say anything back. Like these was like normal sized dudes, and they like nigga called one of us boy. So certain individuals, not Big AO, but certain individuals involved, put hands and feet on these young men, and I took their MAGA hat as a souvenir. You feel me? So that's why I have a MAGA hat. I don't know where it is right now. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in my room at my parents' crib. But
I'm gonna wear mine on Pierce Sancho.
Deserved.
Interesting. I always make up stories about his MAGA hat.
Oh, am I getting
Also,
too?
Bam,
Making up
thank you.
stories is crazy.
Shout out to them.
You
Nah,
can't even
no,
see the
both-
buttons on a MAGA hat.
Did Israel read that comment?
So Bam, send in $2. Thank you. We love you. As was the GOAT, the queen, the interviewer. Thank you. We appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Shout out to Bam.
Yeah, exactly.
King.
Right.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
man.
Bam.
Right. Israel, Queen Israel. Pylons $5. Over under 4.5 stars for Shinsuke versus Muta on Sunday. Absolutely under.
Under.
No, I love both,
but
bro.
the vibes will be amazing. But it's definitely under.
Bro, ain't-
4.5 stars is crazy, bro.
If they hit a genuine 3 3/4 of in-ring work, that's a W, bro. You gotta take that. You gotta take that and run. Like,
Bro, if I get 4.5 stars, I'm giving it my match to you. Like,
bro, nobody cares about these fucking washed ass wrestlers going in there and having to watch the match.
Spit, Manny.
you
Well,
did
one of
you
these
hear?
people
Did you
was
see the
at the in the
Shinsuke?
first
Did you see the
place.
Shinsuke quote?
nah, what
No,
he
I
said?
didn't
He said he wants to go all out.
All right,
Yeah.
bro. I do not. As much as I love Shinsuke, when I started watching New Japan,
for like 5 years, bro.
come on, bro. You have not
You've been
gone all out
saving
since
it for this.
NXT.
Bro, it would be fucking epic if he did just like. Bro, what if he goes crazy like?
No, if he does that, man, I'm not letting him back in the U.S.
6K has never been good. He doesn't have that switch.
Oh no!
Oh
Chris
my,
Knight,
all right,
Chris
bro.
Knight,
All right, bro.
The Tanahashi merchant has not been good without Tanahashi.
This is a better question. Chris, you want to read that out?
Wasn't watching the Shinsuke Nakamura match that day. I'll tell you that.
I don't fucking read.
watch that. But if
He was
Jericho
out in
was
the,
at
he was out in the field, bro. Look at these. Look at these. Unpurist on January.
Paris on January.
That's crazy,
It's
bro.
January 6th on Friday. I'm about to check the calendar right now.
It might be, bro.
Yo, yeah, it is because
It is.
Oh, it's Rampage. Because they got that January 6th Rampage.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chris.
Respect it.
Yeah, Chris. We gonna have to cook something up crazy for the vibes. But you woke
Chris
You
gonna be wearing a
woke
blue tie.
liberals are gonna be triggered. All right.
All right.
Speaking of woke fucking liberals, y'all ever heard of this nigga Hollywood Hangman Adam Pearce?
Ooh.
What
Y'all heard
about
about
him?
this nigga?
Ayo, what would you like to talk about?
You know what?
Podcast,
This nigga,
fellow
podcaster, I don't know the last time that nigga clocked into work. You know the last time Hangman clocked into work? Well, all right, so let's talk about this nigga, right? Hey, Hollywood Hangman Adam Pearce, Ebru, you know, whatever you may want to call him, it's someone that I used to consider a good friend. You feel me? I used to consider him a good friend. Hangman used to run shit on this side of Twitter, quote unquote, until Big AO popped out, my nigga. Me, nigga. I popped out. I was giving this nigga swirlies. I was dunking on this nigga, exposing his terrible opinions. He had no choice but to turn heel because the people didn't fuck with that nigga no more. They was throwing tomatoes at that nigga's ass, bro. Anytime he opened his mouth, just tomato after tomato after tomato after tomato after tomato. And how did Hangman respond? Did he switch up his gimmick? I mean, he tried with the whole hat thing. He tried to switch up his Abby, thinking it was gonna win the people over. Didn't fucking work, nigga. Did he try to actually have good opinions for once? No, he kept giving the same shitty ass opinions. So you know what Hangman did? He fucking took his ball and he went home, Monty. He quit podcasting. This nigga, Hollywood Hangman, don't put tomatoes in the fucking chat right now, actually. Put tomatoes in the chat for this nigga Hangman. Because when watching this shit back, I want the people to know I want him to know how the people fucking feel about this nigga. Anyway, what did you say, Israel?
I want bombs in the chat. I want
put bombs, knives, tomatoes, bricks, anything. We throw them all at Hangman's ass. That nigga took his fucking ball and he went home. Word to fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Word to what that bullshit that fucking cuck Michael Cole said about my queen Sasha Naomi this spring. You feel me? Took his ball and went home. Fucking he blacked his page out. Took his Avi down, made everything black, grayed out his Avi, posted it up on the fucking timeline, wrote this whole little speech and shit. And he thinks you want to be this little bitch ass, hoe ass, fuck ass little nigga. It's not that easy, Hangman. I'm not letting you quit, Hangman. I'm calling you out for next week's podcast because I gotta dunk on you one more time, little boy. Because you know what, Hangman. Hollywood Hangman Adam Pearce, you little ass nigga. If you listening right now, I want you to know, Hangman, I'm better than you. I'm better than you, Hangman. My cars are faster than you. My drip better than you. My hoes finer than yours. My tattoos are better than yours. I'm stronger than you, Hangman. My bitch thinkers than yours. My arms are bigger than yours, Hangman. My guns are bigger than yours. I walk better than you. I talk better than you. Your bitches say I fuck better than you, Hangman. I get paid more than you. The streets fuck with me more than you, Hangman. It's just facts. You gonna get this fucking work, Hangman. You gonna get this work, Hangman, next week. Come to the podcast, stop running from the grind, nigga, and come get this work. I'm gonna dunk you in the fucking toilet one more time, put you in the fucking swirly, and then I'm off this Thursday shit. It's strictly on Pierce. That's all I gotta say, nigga.
Own him, big bro.
Big promo there for one of our big stars, Big AO, calling out Backup Hangman, of course, who, I don't know if Big AO was wrong, I don't know, man. I don't know if Big AO was wrong. He said a lot of interesting things, bro.
I told the people when Hangman quit, I told the people, right? Hangman got suspended. And as the EVP, I did suspend him. That suspension was supposed to last 2 podcast episodes. He's missed like 15 cents. Hangman, you fucking cuck. Pull up next week. I got something for you.
Look at this. Big hero, Chris. Young legend.
AO's out here.
Young legend.
Every time he hits a lick on Hangman, he'd be celebrating like Parker Bordeaux.
Every time I say a word, I'm just going to start flexing.
I play CM Punk so bad.
Yeah, someone said Hangman in his CM Punk era.
I told you niggas. This microphone in my hand is a fucking pipe bomb, cuz. It's a pipe bomb.
Yeah, this is what you guys need to do if you're watching this and you're on your Twitter app or whatever. You need to tell Backup Hangman that he's been called out. I mean, he isn't active on Twitter right now, but we know he'll see them and he'll see this. So if you at Hangman and tell him that he's a pussy and that AO has called him out, then maybe
Hangman
he'll stop running from the grind and being a bit.
Long.
So because he has ran from the grind, and we are like. AO, obviously, he's got a rivalry with him, so it's different. But like, we're all disappointed in him.
So
He said Israel can get Hangman to come back whenever she likes. Nah, bro, this man is literally emo. He like turned
he's
his
gone
phone
weird on
off.
me.
He blocked his Twitter account. Like he's really like out of here.
I was being very nice to him in the group chat yesterday, and he just left.
So you know what?
After getting
He really thinks he's CM Punk.
Nah, I think he realized that like originally he thought this whole operation was his and that he was like the head boss in charge, you know. I'll give him credit for like, you know, bringing me on this shit. I think he's salty that he's been surpassed. I think as a woman hater, he's mad that I have my own show and he don't. That my show is like highly rated, highly loved, highly supported, and he don't even have a show.
Back of misogynist?
I think he's really mad that women have been put on. He's mad that the Impurist is on. So now he's emo.
He has gone emo. Grind runner. He's gone quiet. He's blacked out his profile, but we know he's still looking. So
we know you're out there.
Make sure you're at him. I want you all at him.
Yeah, at Hangman. But
come on Twitter.
Tell him what I did to him.
People haven't added him. I'll be like
at Hangman right now. Let him know he's been called out for next week, next Thursday. Big AO versus Hollywood Hangman Adam Pearce might be the last time ever. Tell him to pop out. Tell him to stop being a scary ass little boy.
Facts. We got a few more super chats, but before we get to that, we've been joined by is that Herschel Walker?
Herschel Walker, Chris Jericho's Attorney General.
What's going on, bro? Nothing? Okay.
Get this nigga out of here.
Get him out of here, bro. Kick him. Get him gone. Get him gone.
Rob in the private chat.
He's been sat on the bench. AO tried to put him in.
Get your black ass out of here. I tried to, bro. Hey, yo, Rob has been begging. Rob has been begging for fucking 2 hours now to get let up, bro. First of all, you could have booked yourself for this fucking show. You didn't. All right. Been begging for the last 2 hours to get put up. I'll put this nigga up here. He don't say shit. Get your black ass out of here, Rob.
It's like when people call into a radio show and they're like, "Do you have anything to say?" And they're like, "No."
And they just breathe into the fucking mic. Like, get out of here.
He's like, "Bro, you've been waiting in line for 2 hours. You don't have anything to say?"
Let's get to the fucking Dynamite review, bro.
Well, we got super chats, bro.
Let's get to
AEW was on last.
It was. The Wigan kebab, $5. That's proper hard ale. Could use you on the terraces.
The man need me in the roads and shit. I mean,
I don't know about that. Caster Shell $4.99. All-star lineup tonight with my guys from Unpurist. Dynamite was great all round. MJF versus Danielson equals 5 stars? ?
I don't think MJF has the physical ability to get a 5-star match. Shout out to the big homie Caster though. Shout out to Caster. I'm looking forward to that match.
Yeah.
If Danielson can't get the best match out of MJF that he's ever had, I don't know MJF.
Yeah, then we're fucked.
Yeah, we're really fucked. We're really fucked, bro.
Mr. Flew $2. AO went into business for himself. I mean, bro, he's the voice of the voiceless. You know?
Look, bro, when you're the fucking dollars and cents of this shit, there's no going into business for yourself. I'm gonna just get my shit off, and Monty's gonna have to deal with it.
Bro, it's like is that you, AO? Need WrestleMania 17 hype video of the way EVP and AO versus Backup Hangman. Big O with the promo of the year. That's what he does, bro. You know, it's good talent. Draws houses for us.
Rob alleges that he's back. We gonna see. Rob, you're not back, you fucking.
Shut up. I'm back. I am back. We are back.
Anyway. You got anything to say about this nigga Backup Hangman?
That nigga owes me about $50. So I expect my $50 when that nigga shows up next week. If he does show up.
Hangman owes you $50 too?
Yes, nigga.
Bro, he was begging me for Plan B money. And I was like, nigga, you don't be having sex. So what's this money really for? And then he was like, I'm trying to go to this Matt Cardona meet and greet. I was like, I knew it, nigga. So I just gave him the $50. I gave him the $50.
Nasty business. He was begging me for about $200 last week. I asked him what it was for. He said, bro, don't tell nobody. It's a hotel room for me and Ricky Starks. It's nasty out here. It's nasty out here, bro. Niggas is moving nasty.
Oh shit! It's on Purist Invasion.
I'll be right back.
Bro came in just to disappear again. Platinum Max 199. Shout out to Karen Jarrett always.
Shout out to Karen Jarrett's fine ass.
Yeah, man. We love Karen Jarrett. This AO promo should be used in the NXT Performance Center green screen room. Pop. $5 from Far. Always appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, Far.
Like far.
Just better on the stick
let's
than
talk
most
about
niggas.
Dynamite, man.
It goes, all right, best promos ever. It goes, you know, the Rock up there. You know, I guess you could throw Chicago Phil in there. He an industry plant. You know, then Big AO has to be in that conversation.
Well, okay, Dynamite. Let's talk Dynamite. Dynamite, really good episode. It was in Colorado, I believe. Really good crowd, and we opened up with Bryan Danielson, which you can never go wrong. It was Bryan Danielson versus Ethan Page. Like I said, the Colorado crowd, it opened up really hot. Crowd was really behind Bryan Danielson as a babyface. That was into everything that he did. Ethan Page had good heel heat. You know, crowd just loves Danielson because he's the fucking man, you know. And Stokely, he was doing his antics on the side, which is always funny and great and just entertaining. Ethan Page, I thought he hung with Bryan when it came to like the strikes, and he also done a few slams and stuff. Yeah, man, he was good, but obviously it was like a lot of Bryan just being godly. You know what I mean? He's the man, bro.
Wait, Andrew the Giant said, Dragon Lee learning promos from AO. Are you actually Andrew Everett, or are you just another nigga using his gimmick? Let me know.
No, it's not Andrew. He's in the live chats all the time. Andrew's cool.
That's not Andrew Everett?
No.
Oh, all right. I was just making shit.
But yo, anyone got anything to add on the Bryan Danielson versus Ethan Page thing? I don't think we need to go around every single person for every single.
I'll say it. I tweeted it last night. This is not a bit. This is not a joke. This is not me doing my fuck FTR shit. That was a better match. That was a better match than Danielson had with Dax Harwood, bro. The crowd's more into it. The spots were more excited. Just an overall better match. I fear.
Good opener, man. It was good stuff.
Everybody cry. Monty cry. Hangman at home cry. And anyone who likes FTR cry. I'm in bit mode now, nigga. Fuck Dax Harwood. Ethan Page better apparently.
I have something to say about this.
Okay.
And also is gonna refer to a segment we had later on tonight. The Firm since Full Gear has been such a great part of Dynamite, and I hated in my opinion, I hated the Firm at first. I thought it was just random dudes, but Stokely, speaking for Ethan Page,
Stokely Hathaway is fucking him, bro. He's him.
Hathaway is that nigga.
You gotta put him in the conversation for greatest managers of all time for what he's done for Ethan Page these last couple of weeks.
I'm sorry, bro.
I want to say, bro, I fucking.
Just because of Stokely Hathaway, I pop every single time the Firm is on screen, bro.
Relax.
Like when they made this stable, I was like, what are they doing to my dog Stoke, bro? Like, why are they doing this shit? But they're good as like fucking like mid-card heel nuisances that are just fucking buzzing around Stoke on the stick talking his shit. Like, it's fire.
Facts. It is like.
Bro, I also want to say Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. I thought that was gonna be a shit tag team, but man, they're fucking fun to watch. They play off each other so well.
They do.
I love
and yeah, man, they're fucking awesome.
Is awesome, bro.
And like, because some people I saw say that like, Big Bill doesn't have any personality, but when they're together, like they play off each other so well, and like it looks like they're having fun out there, even though they're out there trying to be heels and stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah, man, it was good. It was good stuff all around. Anyway, Ethan Page, Danielson. I think he over delivered, to be honest.
Definitely.
But like when Danielson's in there, bro, it's like it's a such thing as over delivering. Like he's legitimately like arguably like the greatest wrestler to ever wrestle a match. So like, you know, but I think it exceeded expectations. It was a good bit of business, man. Next up we had Samoa Joe and Wardlow promos. And Samoa Joe got to cut his promo as Wardlow was responding backstage. He was attacked by Samoa Joe with a bat or a pole. I can't remember. I think it might have been a metal pole. And, he attacked his knee. And obviously that was meant to be the main event of the show, Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. So obviously that kind of put some doubt over that. And, and that was kind of the gist of that. I don't think we need to say anything about that. And then there was a Hangman Adam Page update. So he was getting interviewed by Renee, and he was also getting checked on by the doctors at the same time. He seemed a bit agitated and frustrated that he was still not cleared. And then the doctor said to him, if you don't get into any brawls or anything for the next 2 weeks, you should be cleared in the next 2 weeks, which is of course the LA Forum show. So it looks like we're going to be getting Jon Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page on that show. It's going to be a stacked show. Obviously, you've got you're going to have Hangman versus Mox. You're going to have the Game 7 of the Elite versus Death Triangle. There's going to be the mystery partner with Saraya versus Britt and Jamie, which obviously a lot of people think it could be Sasha Banks, which is obviously fucking huge. So obviously they're going all out on this show. Yeah, man, Hangman versus Mox. I'm ready for it. What have you guys got for it?
I'm actually shocked that Hangman's actually going to have this match again. Because he's such a family man, and I don't know why he would put his family through that kind of thing again.
Bro, fuck this bit, Manny. Fuck this bit. Fuck this bit, and fuck you, Manny.
I'm gonna say, bro.
I'm telling you, man. If this was real life, Hangman would actually quit, and he wouldn't wrestle again after he couldn't remember his kid's name.
Hey, man.
If this was real life, it's the only thing I've had an issue with this. And it's proper old man shit, but it's like Jon Moxley knocked out Hangman with a legal move in a match that he was trying to win. So why is it so do you know what I mean? And they're trying to present it like it's his blood feud and stuff, and it's I don't know. But it's great. It gets good reactions. They have had good pull aparts, and obviously it's two big stars, and they're gonna have a great match as well. So it's
he explained it, you fucking mark, and also Hangman in New Japan and Ring of Honor. He didn't
explain that though, bro.
But no, but the thing is, I'm about to get into it. Hangman in New Japan and Ring of Honor was a much different person than he is in AEW. Hangman was a lot more like Mox than he is like Hangman right now, where he's just crazy, wants to fight all the time, like Billy Badass and shit. So to me, I think, and then Mox is just crazy. Like Mox will have a blood feud with the fucking mailman if the mailman looks at him wrong, right? So Mox is always on go. You don't got to explain that part. And then Hangman, I think he's just tapping into his more Ring of Honor, New Japan character with no, bitch, I'm crazy too. You knocked me out, now I'm fucking mad.
Yeah, it's not obviously it's two people that had a match and they've got a rivalry sort of thing, and it's Hangman wanting to get his win back and get one back on Moxley, that makes sense. It's just more so kind of, I wouldn't say I don't know if it's a presentation thing because you can't exactly say it's been presented that way, but it's just there's this mood over the feud, Mox did something wrong. You know what I mean? And it's he didn't.
Explained it, Monty. He said because he couldn't remember his son's name that he held.
Yeah, no, I always said this, bro. That doesn't explain what I pointed out.
Because you're a mark, Monty. But if that's
you fucking yellow mark, fuck out of here.
You just gotta get it, nigga.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, it's gonna be great, bro. It's fucking Mox versus Hangman.
Hopefully, hopefully he keeps his chin tucked.
Fuck's sake!
I don't need him to go out. I don't need him to go out like Chuck Liddell or something.
All right, so
next up was
I don't want to get into ratings, but I feel like this is important, so I'm gonna just say it. Year over year, AEW finished plus 2% over 2021 on average viewership, and minus 3% on the key demo. That's excluding any preemptions. All right, let's continue.
Bro, can't do it. We don't do demo talk anymore. Can't do it.
Really can't do it, bro. 30 million people cut the cord in the last year. It's the only reason why AEW is not at 3 million a week. Continue.
Right.
Next up, we had Mox and Claudio versus Top Flight. This was good shit, man. Yeah, Claudio's a fucking animal. He's
fucking amazing.
He did an amazing hot tag because, of course, he fucking did. They really made a point of making Top Flight look good here, look good and looking like relentless fighting baby faces. You know what I mean? Even the ending spot with Darius, showing that last bit of last bit of fighting in before Cesaro literally took his fucking head off with an uppercut. But yeah, man, this was great, really great shit. Obviously, I didn't really do it justice then by saying it was good shit and not getting into, but I want you guys to kind of talk about it a bit more. Obviously,
I just want to say how good Claudio is at a hot tag, bro. Every time he has a hot tag, and he always makes it so different.
Yo, Claudio might be my second favorite hot tag in wrestling right now after Nick Jackson.
Oh, bro,
you know how John Silver, you know how John Silver copies his one that he always does, and it's funny because you think Claudio does that same hot tag every time, but no, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He does something different.
Like he's like, man, that thing where he was throwing, I think it was Darius to the corners, and he just kept waiting for the crowd to get louder and louder, and bro, it was just so awesome. And then the way he got the elbows. Even though his elbows are sorry as shit, but
I'm so fucking happy Claudio's in AEW, man.
He's a beast, bro. He's one of the
fucking
best
animal, bro.
People will look back at his career like
what the fuck.
Me and Joe were talking about it because we was talking like not long before we started doing this podcast, and it was like when people will look back on like at Claudio, kind of similar. You know how kind of people look at Arn Anderson and like, oh, why didn't they do more with him? Like people look back at Claudio and be like, how the fuck was he not a WWE champion? Do you know what I mean? And it's like we have more like we can empathize with it a lot more, seeing it in real time. Do you know what I mean? How he didn't become world champion and stuff, and we kind of get it, I guess. But it's like when if people go back and watch his matches and watch how talented and gifted he is as a performer, they'll think like he'll be like the underrated god from yesteryear in the future. I think he's a freak. And to Manny's point, I think he's genuinely one of the best hot tags ever. Never mind in the world right now. I think he's genuinely one of the best hot tags ever. Like he's a freak, bro. He's unbelievable.
For a long time.
I'm so happy he's in it. You go ahead.
I'm gonna say for a long time, Claudio was like carrying the NXT men's division and carrying the main roster men's division on his back. For like a year and a half, some shit like that, and just tearing it up.
He's an animal.
I'm so happy that he's in a company where the owner actually likes him and thinks he's one of the best wrestlers ever. Right. And then and now that Tony Khan is finally separated from the JS, so now he's actually wrestling different people. Like in the Battle Royale, he had the trios one last week where he was in there with multiple people. Roosh, the Top Flight for the first time, and it's so awesome watching him in there. Just wrestle different people with different styles.
Now he's able
to go in and out.
Just to get back to the Top Flight versus Blackpool Combat Club match. As much as Hangman is a fucking cuck and a loser, Tony Khan took his advice. He got the Blackpool Combat Club tracksuits. That shit was fire on the walkout. Right. And let's just face the elephant in the room. Top Flight has been put in high profile tag matches a lot. In their 2 years at AEW. No, in a little bit, like a year and a half at AEW. And the worst by far was against a certain team that used to go by the Revival. Why can't the Revival have good matches with flippy niggas?
Yo, drag this out for the next minute because I need to.
All right, so let me tell y'all how much I hate this nigga Dax Harwood, bro. This nigga Dax is a fucking fraud, bro. So Top Flight, Darius and Dante Martin, two of the realest, youngest niggas out there doing it right now. They have a banger match with Kingdom, right? One of my favorite Ring of Honor tag matches since the Revival. No, since the fucking Young Bucks was there, my nigga. Like, what are we talking about right now? Tag match versus the Young Bucks on Rampage and on Dynamite that got them signed. Tag match against hold on. Who else? I got the graphics. Don't worry about it. I'll tell y'all right now. FTR try to sneak their way in. No, nigga. Don't ever try to book yourselves against Top Flight again. Y'all Dax, you try to leech off of Darius and Dante's talent to make yourself look good in the ring. It's not going to work, you bald bastard. All right? They also wrestled. Hold on. Scrolling. They also wrestled Death Triangle with AR Fox. I almost called him Israel's man, but I forgot that she's a woman of Islam and would not take somebody's husband. So, that's 4 matches. I'm too high to drag this out any longer. Y'all gotta help me.
Bro, fucking. I can't.
Monty's back. I did it.
AR canceled the fucking.
I did it.
Canceled?
Nah, I didn't get his canceled, but I exposed the fraud that is Dax Harwood.
Oh god. My favorite thing people were saying who said that FTR weren't trying to have a good match with Top Flight?
Not I was muted.
You know, They probably weren't because they're Top Flight are two young black men, and we know how Dax feels about African Americans. He was trying to bury him.
Oh, bro, come on. Come on, man.
He was trying to bury him.
Negro.
He said, get that nigga out of here.
That's crazy, bro. Anyway, there is no substantial evidence of Dax Harwood.
I'm gonna find it.
The last thing you ever do on Twitter, you'll find that
just,
shit. You know,
just look at his friend. Look who he's friends with.
Holy shit!
What?
Yo, Nikita Lyons just posted a picture of HBK. This nigga.
Oh, Ayo, bro! As soon as I saw it, I sent it.
Holy
to Joe. I just
shit.
sent it to Joe with no caption. Like, just no. I just sent it. Oh.
Bro, what happened to HBK, bro?
So that karma from the 90s, baby.
He's not that old, bro.
The drugs caught up.
I'm gonna put it up on screen.
Put it up on screen, bro. People gotta see this shit.
Phil dead air for the next 30 seconds.
So, man, bro, it's so crazy.
Caught up.
Fuck, man. Sean's making the San Antonians look bad. We don't age like that, man. I don't know what.
It's that Stanford water, man. He drinking that Stanford Kool-Aid. It's aging him.
Bro, how do you even age like that? How do you lose your hair like that? How do you even look like that?
Bro, how do you have hair at 45 years old and then like 5 years later it's just all gone, bro? Like no funny shit. My hair started thinning at like 19, so I was like, all right, like I understand like where this is gonna go. At like 23, I just shaved my fucking head. This nigga HBK, bro, like. Look at this nigga, bro.
Nikita's kind of foul for posting that picture. How do you look at yourself and be like, okay, I look good?
The picture's tough, man. It's that thing that girls on Instagram do all the time. Like they'll post a picture that they look good in, but the friend looks terrible. Yo,
that's exactly what it is.
Shawn Michaels got the thing with his eyes, so his eyes aren't focused and he's a bit cockeyed and stuff. And yeah, I don't think you can't really see on our full screen now, but like that's not it's not a very complimentary picture.
Yo, Nikita knows she's fucked up for posting this. Like she knows she's fucked up for posting this shit.
She does, bro. There's no way she looked at that and was like, "Yeah, we both look great."
She was like, "Well, I'm serving, so bro, it's going on."
She was smart enough to blur the guy in the back.
Like, come on, bro. This is crazy.
How do you know to blur the guy in the back but not blur your boss's face? Come on, man. You can't have him looking out here looking all crazy.
It's unfortunate. Yeah. Shout out to
Why Nikita kind of.
No, nigga, we're not doing that.
Wait.
We're not doing
why
that.
Is he wrong? Wait, what?
Y'all, she would call y'all both niggers with a hard R. All right,
bro, that's what these two are into.
No, that's a fact. Bro, that's what they're looking for. That's what they're looking for.
No, that's not true. This is not true. Relax.
They listening to me say that shit. Like, what? Why am I supposed to say no?
Hit me up in the DMs. I got you.
That's crazy.
I just want y'all to love yourselves.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Ayo. No, I'm not gonna.
Quick super chat. SoCal Cam, $2. Appreciate it. HBK looks like the dad from the Grinch movie. Savage. Mouse Fan 84, $2. Have you seen the RVT imitation of HBK's lazy eye? I haven't.
I have. It's fucking hilarious.
Everybody saw that.
Nah, Mod, you've definitely seen it, bro. It's the shoot video that he did with Sean Oliver.
That's what I pictured him doing that interview, but I couldn't remember the actual like.
This shit is so. You got when we're done here. You got to run it back, bro. It's funny as fuck.
So Waz said, "This is what happens when you're exposed to Nikita Leon."
All right.
What's next on? Oh, what's up?
Go on first, lady. What you got? What you telling them?
Wait, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Hello.
We can hear you.
I gotta go.
Whose phone to keep?
I have dinner plans.
Thing.
Thank you for having me. I love everyone on here, everyone in the chat. Have a great night. Make sure you tune into WrestlePeers Divas this Sunday. We're cooking something special for the new year. 2023, we're going up Follow me on Twitter. And yeah, have a good night.
Bless. Appreciate you, Israel. You know, everyone sending Israel flowers and all that kind of good stuff.
Denise Salcedo has made a correction on the story that I'm not sure who originally posted, but we reported it earlier. Jalisco never tried out for WWE, so
he never tried out. Well, no. Apparently he did.
Well, he knows. He knows not to drink that Stanford water, you know.
Well, that's what was reported.
Yeah, she said.
Was it Lucha Blog or ESPN that reported that Jalisco took the troll? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
It was one of those two, though.
She said Jalisco has not tried out for WWE, and when Dragon Lee went for his private workout, which some call a tryout, and that's fine, Jalisco did not go, so they did not try out together. And for speaking for the year 2022 specifically, WWE and Jalisco have not had any talks this year. Prior to that is unknown, but this year they did not.
Interesting.
That's crazy, having Dragon Lee do a private workout or whatever. Like,
yo, so who out there knows that Jalisco is signed to Ring of Honor at minimum, probably, and Dragon Lee was headed to WWE and wanted to get the story out there that Jalisco is just like sloppy seconds and Dragon Lee's that nigga.
I don't know.
You gotta look deeper. You gotta seep through the bullshit that they want you to believe.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And by I mean the McMahons.
I just know
Rob's muted himself.
This nigga Rob has his fucking camera up his nose.
Doing Illuminati beats.
They want you to believe that.
There's a chimpanzee on the screen.
I'm fucking crying. Anyway, the next thing on Dynamite.
Kip Sabian promo. Kip Sabian cut a bad promo on Orange Cassidy.
What does Kip Sabian do?
I don't know. Like I said, he cut a bad promo.
Kip is the definition of his girl is saving his life.
Dead ass.
But yeah,
because of his girl, they put him in the Butch and the Blade faction, and fuck, man, I don't know what they're doing though.
Bullshit, bro. Yeah, Kip Sabian cut a bad promo on Orange Cassidy because he wants a title shot again or whatever the fuck's going on. I haven't been that interested in it, if you can't tell. Orange Cassidy said Trent will get a title shot before Kip does. Trent kind of looked a bit confused and was like, "You sure?" Orange was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it on Rampage." So we're getting Orange Cassidy versus Trent on Rampage, which will be a great match.
Yeah, it'll be great.
You know, it's
bro, do you understand how bad you have to be as a Brit for Monty to not like you? Like,
bro, that's not true.
You're a Brit bias. No, when they're Brits in America, you have strong bias for them, Monty. But when they're Brits in Britain, you don't give a fuck about them. But when they're Brits in America, you put them over huge. But Kip Sabian, even Monty can't fake with this nigga Kip Sabian, son. Like, no, bro.
I'm trying to think. I ain't got a Brit.
Like, look at Paige for one, Monty. Look at Paige for one.
Paige is a big star.
Big star.
Yeah, Paige pulled up. Monty was like, big star.
Monty ripped his fucking shirt off when Paige pulled up, bro.
$20 from Far. Give HBK a break. He had a long month from Mandy Rose, making more money than him.
I'm weak.
Him and Triple H and Albert and Regal gathering in the Zoom call War Room, staying up watching NJPW, Stardom, Triple H, etc. for the next morning. I mean, it's, a lot of work going on there. We appreciate you immensely, Far.
Appreciate you, Far. HBK, man, he does have a lot on his plate. I read somewhere that he was talking about he only sleeps like 4 hours a night now because of like how much shit he got to do for NXT. I was just like, bro, is it even fucking worth it at that point? Like, you're one of the most famous, one of the most successful wrestlers of all time. You're fucking rich. I assume he didn't piss all his money away. Like,
you never know with wrestlers, though, bro.
Yeah, you never know. You never fucking know. You never know. But if he was back and sober and God fearing from the 2000s on and shit, like, what the fuck did you spend all your money on, HBK? Like, you don't need this shit.
Yeah. No, Darren Walker seems to agree. Can they axe Kip Sabian? Though I think Penelope Ford is underrated and could be used better.
Penelope Ford gets injured a lot.
She does, to be fair. She's pretty nice wrestler, though.
Yeah, I do like Penelope. I've liked Penelope since before AEW.
Yeah, man, she's nice. So, yeah, next up on Dynamite, we had Hook Squash. big Hook pop because that's what
Huge
he does.
hip hop.
You know, Hook, big people love him.
That's some
Big
Taz
Hook, big
props.
Hook pop. He squashed the guy. Then, as he was about to leave, he's interrupted by Stokely, who's coming to the ring, cutting a promo on him. Who is flanked by Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. They kind of square him up in the ring. They look like obviously it's 3-on-1. Hook looks like he's fucked. Do you know what I mean? And who makes the save? Obviously, it's Jungle Boy,
Jungle Man.
Jungle Man,
Man,
Jack Perry. Another
fucking
big
Jack
pop.
Perry laid in those. Jack Perry came in like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and started laying in those 2x4 shots.
Yeah, man. And he came down with the 2x4, like Manny said, and he was laying in them shots. And he made the save, and it looks like we are definitely heading for this tag match of Big Bill and Lee Moriarty, who look like they've been gelling well together recently. Versus obviously Hook and Jungle Boy, who are both over, and I'm sure they'll get along pretty well in ring as well. So that should be a lot of fun, man. That should be a good bit of business, I think. What about you guys? Anyone got anything to add?
Not really. I'm excited for Jungle Hook versus Big Bill and Lee. I hope it's good. I hope it's a good showcase for Lee Moriarty. He needs a good showcase. Yeah, man. Shout out to the firm. Shout out to Jungle Hook.
Yeah, man. Anything else? Anyone? No.
No.
I think I am a big advocate of Big Bill doing awesome bombs.
Oh, bro, of course, Big Bill. Fucking...
We need a wrestler just to wrestle like Mike Awesome. That's what we just
Yeah.
Speaking of awesome bombs, did you see that fucking Kenny Omega doctor bomb, my nigga? Hey, man, the greatest ever do this shit.
Yeah, man. We're getting close. We're very close to that. We are close. One thing on it, I'm going back to it. That Hook, Big Bill, stare down. Quite often they need to book that match. They need to book that match, bro. I mean, the tag match will be great when I'm assuming that we'll get the pop when Hook lifts Big Bill up and hits him with a crazy suplex or something. The crowd came up for it when it was teased last night, so I'm assuming they plan to spy into the match. But bro, I'd buy all into a Hook versus Big Bill match.
This
And
is
he also
really
like
AEW's version of Hook and Andre.
I mean, but like, bro, this is what people get onto my case, bro, when I'm popping for big guys that aren't that good. I think like Hook versus Big Bill is like the definition of why someone being just like big is like just great. You know what I mean?
You don't think Big Bill's adequate?
No, he's definitely adequate. He's pretty sound for a big man.
I think he is too. I think he is.
Yeah, he's pretty sound mechanically for a big man, definitely. But like if you're describing fucking Big Bill to someone, do you know what I mean? Or you're like, oh, what's good about him? It's like, he's just fucking big, ain't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just massive. So it's like,
he's Big Bill, bro. What else do you want?
That's
Big
what
Bill
I
is
mean,
a
bro.
dope name, bro. Big
You know,
money.
like some people are like, oh, you can't just be big and get away with it. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I might disagree.
And he looks cool too.
Yeah, man, because he's big.
He's in great shape.
He's huge. He's in great shape.
He looks like Kurt Cobain.
It's awesome.
He does look like Kurt Cobain.
Bro, when was the last time y'all saw like a picture of him like at his worst in like WWE, bro? I forgot he ever looked like that, bro. Like he was. He was fat, bro.
That one picture, bro.
Like he was fat, bro. Like
You talking about that one picture from? You talking about that one picture from the Indies?
Yeah.
He was a mess.
She was
He had that
crazy.
seizure, dog.
It's like even the way that he left WWE was like,
Yeah, it was not in a good shape at all. Yo, so just shout out to him for getting sober, getting fit, bro, at being productive, marrying Lexi Nair. Any nigga who bags Lexi Nair, bro, they're doing something right.
Yeah, bro, and he's big. So
and he's Big Bill, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, so it's how we do
He's
that.
And you can't teach that shit.
Couple super chats real quick. Short-Town Spurs, $2. Appreciate it. When Hook
And
body
he can
slams
actually
Big
work
Bill,
out too.
when Hook's body slams Big Bill, it's gonna be crazy.
Nah, it's gonna be, bro. When he suplexes in, bro, it's gonna be like
crazy. Big business,
it's gonna be
bro.
similar to fucking Taz suplexing 911, nigga. The people go crazy.
Parker substitute teacher $1.99. Hook and JB, them Hooker boys gonna make a great team. I mean, that's not the name I'd pick, but and we got
you seen what Hook was doing in the strip club with AB, always balling.
Fuck.
Hope I pronounce this right. 941 Zeke, $25. Massively appreciate you, bro. Happy holidays. I hope y'all have a prosperous new year. And you, we appreciate that.
Appreciate
genuinely.
the super chat, man. Have a good new year.
Yeah, man.
I don't want a good new year.
What the fuck?
It's gonna make him soft, you know.
Yeah, he's like, you're going to the new. Man, he's like, you're going to the new year. You have a good one. Just makes you soft, man. So me, I don't want a good new year. I want to stay on my toes. I want to stay on my toes, man.
I don't want anybody wishing me a good luck when I want to make it myself.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Dynamite. Jericho cut a promo on Ricky Starks, saying that Ricky Starks ain't got the tools and that kind of vibe. And obviously they're having a match next week. And you know, it's just pretty. You know, it was a pretty nice promo, nice Jericho promo, building up to his match next week. Then after that, Renee Paquette, she had a backstage interview with the Mogul affiliates. Swerve cut a real short, nice little promo. Didn't really say too much with it because, like I said, it was real short. But the point of it was he was interrupted by Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler Yuta challenges him to a match this Friday on Rampage. Really good match for Rampage, man. Swerve versus Yuta. Definitely something that I'll be tuning into.
Aaron Blade challenged him to a match on Rampage?
Huh?
Y'all think Wheeler Yuta like that?
I like Wheeler Yuta, man. Like I was saying, like he's a good wrestler and shit. But fucking, you know, like I saw a video of him recently. Well, I watched a match of his versus he was wrestling Willow. He was wrestling Willow Nightingale on the Indies, and he has actually got smaller. Like it's not just something. It's not just like us being weirdos. Like, oh, he needs to be huge and look like Hogan. Like, nah, he has genuinely got smaller. Like, yeah.
And like I said, I'm not a body guy. Like I'm really not. Like, and for people that like a lot of y'all know what I look like. Like I'm a swole ass nigga, bro. So like I don't need everybody to be swole. But if your gimmick is gonna be wrestle good, look like an ass kicker, bro. Like CM Punk, even when his gimmick was wrestle good like best, but he had like a whole different like twist on with the best in the world shit. He had like the whole shooter vibes with the tape and the X's and the tattoos and all that shit. Like Adam Cole, his gimmick is I'm that nigga. It's not I'm wrestle good. You know what I'm saying? So like he doesn't have to be like the biggest guy ever. Darby Allin is that he's the underdog, fighting from the bottom, taking all these crazy bumps. He's not supposed to be here, but he is because he refuses to give up. He doesn't have to be huge, bro. But this nigga William Yuta, we're supposed to believe that he's like one of the best technical wrestlers alive and all that shit. Like, everybody be like, Daniel Bryan's not the biggest guy. Look at this nigga Daniel Bryan, bro. Look at him. He looks like he lives in the gym. Just because he's not fucking Bobby Lashley doesn't mean that he doesn't, like, Daniel Bryan is a muscular guy. Like, William Yuta, get your shit together, my nigga. Just work out, bro.
Words of advice and motivation for Willie Yuta when he watches his back, you know.
Just DMAO, he'll get you right.
That's a fact, bro. I've
get that plan from AO, bro.
I've helped out a couple wrestlers with their nutrition and workout plans and shit, and the results are there, bro. No funny shit. So you want to hit me up? I'll help you out. No, just take it seriously, or you won't piss me off.
Hey, Yuta, that mic performance last night went up to a 74, bro. You're doing well.
But no, I am excited for Swerve versus Yuta. I think Yuta's a very good young professional wrestler. Swerve's one of my favorite professional wrestlers, much to Montel's chagrin. But yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, man. Good. Like I said, it's especially for Rampage, bro. Like it's a really, really, really strong matchup, I think. It's not exactly going to like draw a big house or anything, but on top of everything else, like it's really
on top of everything else,
really strong.
Thank God Rampage is back, bro, because like I didn't have it in me to watch it live weekly anymore. So
I'll go back and forth with Rampage because it's like it'll be like okay, and then it'll fall off a cliff, and people will really get onto Tony Khan and on Twitter about it, and then it'll get good for like a month, and then it'll slowly plateau again. Do you know what I mean? It's been good. It's been good the past like 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm trying not to get too carried away with it. You know what I mean?
Supposedly this wasn't even supposed to be the card.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did you hear, Manny?
No, because I forgot who I saw it on
What are
Twitter.
the
They
Manny
said that-
sources saying?
Yeah, your
Manny
same sources,
sources are
your
all
sources that got me
something.
cooked by fucking Andrew Zarian. Go ahead, man.
No, I forgot who
The
said it on
sources.
Twitter. They said it's because they said that it's because the weather was so bad that not everybody can get in.
Oh yeah, there was
Problems with that. There's some
there-
problems with that on the WWE Holiday House show tour they're doing. Like Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch got stranded at one point. Bobby Lashley couldn't get into a show at one point.
I know a lot of fans when I didn't see it so much like going into the arena, but a lot of fans when they were leaving the arena after Dynamite, they were like, "Yo, the roads are fucked," and they were sending pictures of like the roads and shit outside the arena. It was like fucking 5 inches of snow on the ground, 6-7 inches. Like it was crazy. I'll probably stay my ass inside, honestly. But
I'll just live in the arena for tonight.
But yeah, man. Next up, sleep under the ring. But yeah, man. Next up, Death Triangle versus the Elite. Falls count anywhere. Game 6.
What a fucking match,
series.
man.
Tremendous, like, really great match. Arguably, probably
match.
the best match of the series, I think. Chris is back just in time.
Chris is back.
Yeah, man, this was really good shit. Brawling started off backstage. It just instantly opened up as like it was just like a wild brawl. They were jumping off everything backstage. Kenny Omega was taking crazy bumps that made me wince because obviously, you know, he had a rough year in 2021.
Right.
Commentary. The only thing I would say is that commentary done so much promoting of the match 7 during this match, it blatantly give it away. But I think like all of us on here at least knew exactly what was going to happen anyway.
I think anybody who's listening to a fucking wrestling podcast, like they knew that this shit was going to 7.
But yeah, man, it was a great bit of business. They done the photo finish. I really like the idea of it. The execution could have been like maybe a little bit better. So it's like Kenny Omega was hitting the one wing angel like over in like the crowd sort of thing. Then like Matt was like in the ring getting the brutalizer from Pac, and it was like who's gonna tap or get the pin first. It would have maybe if they would have like, and this is just me being like me about it, and you know, you obviously you know what I'm like. You know, if like maybe if it was like Kenny done that at the top of the ramp or something, so like you could see them seeing each other.
Yeah,
you know
I would do it on the big screen so Pac is seeing him do it, so he has to know harder or something. But but I want to say this is probably the second best match of the series.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm finally glad they had a really
I have
good
it.
match.
I have it as number 1 for me personally, but I don't fault anybody who has the game 1 as the number 1 and shit. But this was definitely my favorite so far. I expect the ladder match to blow everything that we fucking seen completely out of the fucking water. Because you see the Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks by themselves with the fucking ladders is pure insanity. You throw 2 of the best professional wrestlers alive in fucking Kenny Omega and Pac, and it's just gonna get that much better. So
and I want to give a shout out to my boy Ray Phoenix putting that shit on his back. You know, I thought he was the star of this match when he did that crazy comeback.
Yeah,
that comeback blew up our Twitter.
Yeah.
I think we got like 3,000 likes on that or something. So.
I just want to say
this is so good. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
Oh yeah, I forgot Monty's in his Monty's back in his what's it called, engagement farming era. So if you see Monty posting a clip on the timeline, popping huge or something, give that nigga a retweet, bro. We back on our engagement farming and shit. We grown the brand. You know, we know there's other accounts out there that's just 100% engagement farming. You guys come to Monty for the news so much, not so much the clips. But fuck all that, nigga. We here now. We engagement farming. Give Monty some retweets.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I actually called this match like starting the way it did. Like I made a tweet like an hour before Dynamite. I was like, "Yo, this match should probably start like in the backstage area or in the parking lot or some shit." Because you know that's the Elite always do that in their Falls Count Anywhere matches, and you know DDT. Kenny Omega's big background in DDT. This was a DDT. Well, it started as a DDT style match and then kind of transformed into a PWG style match. But the Elite, man, like people won't admit it, like or hate them, think they're good wrestlers or not. But what you can't take away from these dudes is that they are some of the most creative minds that wrestling has ever seen, from workers themselves. And the Game 7 is going to be generational. I hope the Young Bucks bring back the thumbtack.
Jordan.
And you know what I'm gonna say that I was not expecting to say before all this shit happened? I don't care who wins, bro. I don't care if Death Triangle wins. I don't care if the Elite wins. Either, like, honestly, I think the move that makes the most sense is Death Triangle winning, the Elite feuding with House of Black beating the Elite, and then Kenny does single stuff, Young Bucks do tag shit, and then House of Black feuds with Death Triangle, gets the titles off of them, and then they do their trio shit.
You know, I don't care whoever I just want the Young Bucks to wrestle you guys, and the Elite to wrestle new people. So whatever gets them to wrestle House of Black or Top Flight and Air Fox, whatever. You know.
I'm just excited to see what Ray Phoenix does after this year.
Keep taking pins and
you can
singles
tell
matches.
a story of. You can tell a story of if what I think's gonna happen at Wrestle Kingdom happens. You could tell a story. I actually think Don Callis is gonna turn on Kenny at either Wrestle Kingdom or somewhere in the not so distant future. I think Don Callis is gonna turn on Kenny and then go manage the Caster or Will Ospreay if he comes back to America. I think
Who keeps plugging the phone in?
Yeah, I think
Someone's like failing with the charger and it keeps like
I
doing
hear
the
it.
noise.
I think you could tell a very interesting story with Death Triangle.
What
Whose
the fuck
phone
is that?
Yeah, whose phone is that?
Why is it? So it's not mine, it's not AO, it's not Manny, it's not Chris, Rob's on
Yeah,
me.
my phone's right
What
here.
is happening, bro?
My phone's right here. My phone's not on the charger.
My shit.
Yeah, neither's mine. Anyway, carry on, Chris.
I was just saying, you can tell a very interesting story with the Elite, coming back, having the LeBron James style comeback. But people don't know. Not everyone completes those 3-1 comebacks, bro. Sometimes they just push to the Game 7 and lose. You can also Kenny has like a match that's probably gonna go an hour in Japan the week before. You can tell the story that he's banged up from the no DQ match, the Falls County match, then this 1 hour Japan epic, and he just can't, will his team.
Yeah, I think that's a good point to make as well. It's like I feel like with wrestling as well, because the Elite have fought back to 3-3. Like the wrestling fan mind tells you that the Elite are gonna win. Do you know what I mean? And I've said pretty much from the start that like Death Triangle winning would actually, because like I like the Elite, the Bucks and Omega teaming together, and I completely get why they have done what they've done so far with the trios. Like, of course, they were going to be in the inaugural trios tournament. Like, obviously, they were. Like, it would make no sense for them not to be in it. I understand them winning the belt, and I understand them wanting to come back and get the belts back that they never lost. But I'm ready for Omega, bro. I'm ready for singles Omega. So whatever gets me to that quickest is
for some reason, for some reason in my head, I have the idea of Kenny's going to leave the Bucks kind of a thing, and it's going to be him, Ibushi, and Takeshita versus the Bucks and Hangman. For some reason, I don't know why I have that in my head, or that's something we might see.
Does sound based. Oh, unironically, it does sound based. So, that's like crazy seeing. I think. It's probably worth pointing out as well that Kenny Omega is wearing a Kota Ibushi shirt during this Full Count Anywhere match. So that popped a lot of people.
Kota said, "Fuck Noah, bro. I'm gonna be all Elite, baby."
Well,
when
he's about to drop that all video or something apparently. So
when Kenny said Ibushi's name during Game 5, I think it was that the first time Kenny's ever referenced him on AEW television before? Verbally, like not like looking at signs and bullshit.
Yeah, I was also pointing at.
Yeah, it's the first time.
So he's saying his name, knowing that the camera could pick that shit up, the mic could pick that shit up. He's wearing his fucking merchandise on TV and shit. Like, we know where this shit's going.
Yeah, I mean, the last time he hinted at that is when we got CM Punk. So Kenny Omega is not doing any of this stuff he's doing it for a reason.
Absolutely. Quick super chat.
Adrian, $5. Appreciate it, bro. Keep the thumbtacks. Matt Jackson's finally gonna pull out the flaming super kick they hinted on sneaker shopping. Listen, bro, they're gonna do some crazy Jordan spot. It wouldn't surprise me.
I need to see that shit.
Bro, if they're gonna do a flaming super kick, just make sure that they hit up Keno and not Joey Janela's crackhead ass.
Yeah, remember that.
Hit up. Yeah. Make sure you hit up Keno for advice, not Janela.
Yeah, man. So next up, obviously, that was I think Dave's going to go full 5 on this, hearing him talk about it. I think when we submit our ratings next week, I think we'll get...
Oh, Monty, I meant to tell you, I'm trying to do match ratings again, bro. So send me the list.
Oh god.
I'm actually do them this time. I'm just gonna do the ones that, because originally when you send them to me, bro, it's like 80 million matches. But I'm just gonna rate the shit that I've seen. I'm not going out my way to.
Some weeks it's really small, and some weeks it's like 30 matches. Like
2 weeks in a row, it was literally like 30 matches. Like, nigga, I can't do this shit.
It's gonna be 30 matches. You're gonna get to match 8, and you're gonna be like, man, fuck this shit, bro.
But I'm back. I'm back rating matches. I'm back giving my wrestlers of the week. It's gonna be no agendas when I rate matches and shit. It's gonna be all real shit.
This week's one's already quite packed up because Queendom. Obviously, we'll talk about it a little bit after Dynamite. But yeah, man. Next up in Dynamite was the Acclaimed rap. The Acclaimed done a rap on Jeff Jarrett, cooked him. And yeah, man, it was just, if you've seen one of these before, you kind of know what to expect. I'm not gonna go over it bar for bar, but.
I've never not been entertained by one of the Acclaimed reps. I'm not saying they're fucking good, but they're funny as shit, nigga.
I need Max Caster on that DJ in New York that does it all the time.
Funk Flex.
Yeah, Funk Flex.
But yo, you know what's funny about Caster, right? Like, I'm a big hip hop fan. Monty is too. Chris, Rob. I don't know about Manny. Manny, you're a hip hop fan?
Yeah, I used to be. Yeah.
So niggas will be like. They'll be like, this is so fucking corny. This is so corny. Y'all actually like this shit? Bro, he's trying to be fucking corny. There's no way anybody looks at this nigga and his gimmick and thinks that this is supposed to be like a straight, like, a real, like, hip-hop gimmick, like fucking Crime Time. There's no way you'll actually believe. Like, he's trying to be corny, bro. He's
trying to be, like, mellow and trick or something.
Yeah, like, no, bro. He grew up, first of all, Max Caster grew up a millionaire. His father was in the NFL for 10 years, right? Over 10 years. So, like, he's a rich kid from Long Island, biracial, light-skinned, likes talking about how he's attracted to men, even though he's straight. Like, he's not trying to be cool, bro. He's trying to be corny to get people to laugh. Like, y'all is like, oh, my God. Y'all really think this is good rapping? No, we don't, bro. We just think it's funny.
Trying to be Tyler Creator.
Quick sweep. Go on, Rob. Get your joke off.
Y'all like that thug music that was played on TV last night? Y'all like that?
Oh, fuck.
Y'all like that?
Mazfam 84 199. Appreciate you. Besides Omega, the biggest Sabusi match is versus Danielson. Factual, probably right, to be honest. That's a real like dream match that you wouldn't expect to see, if that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's it.
Those boys said some harsh things about Jeff Jarrett last night that were not true.
Well,
a lot of that was not true. But thugs lie all the time. So
boys is crazy.
Surprise.
Okay, so next up we had Tay J versus Ruby and Willow. This was nice shit, man. Nice bit of biz,
Top dollar back.
Nothing too offensive.
Yo, is Ruby Soho back, nigga? Is she?
Yeah.
She's back?
Ruby's good, bro.
Yeah.
I've always been strong on this. Ruby's good pro. Even in WWE, bro. Like, she's a good pro.
I personally thought she was good in WWE. She got to AEW and she was a fucking disaster for a minute.
I think what happened was she finally found out she finally realized what the working style for AEW is, and now she's just adapting to it.
Yeah, that's probably most likely what happened. That stint that she had on Dark was very good for her because she was dying on TV for a minute, for a little bit. But
this was nice, though, man.
Wake up was getting that PTS in the face.
Yeah, this was nice, man. They were given nice amount of time to have like a proper fleshed out match with like an act 1, 2, 3. Like, you didn't go 40 minutes or anything, but they were able to have like an actual like put together match with, like heat, comebacks, etc. There was Tay J cheated to win, so it got good heat, and Yeah, man, it was just a nice bit of beat. I don't think we need to spend too much time going over it. But yeah, man, this was a nice bit of business. Next up was the Guns. They were leaving the arena. I think it was Lex in there who caught up with her. One of the girls caught up with them anyway, interviewing them as they're leaving the building. They were leaving Dynamite to continue celebrating being the best team in the world. Obviously, this is following up on them beating FTR last week. And yeah, man, obviously that story is probably going to continue. And then we got the Excalibur announcements. I don't think I got them all, but I know that we're getting a Jamie Hayter promo on Friday. Orange Cassidy versus Trent, which we already knew about. Jay Cargill versus Kiera Hogan. Interesting.
Bro, she just lost the world title match. Oh.
Then Swerve Strickland versus Yuta, which we already know about as well. John Moxley is going to speak as well. But yeah, Excalibur done his announcements and stuff like he always does. There's a Ricky Starks promo, which was in reply to the Jericho one earlier in the show. This was a nice promo as well. The crowd popped quite big when he said he was going to beat Jericho, so the crowd's still behind him, which is good to see. And then we had the main event. Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. Obviously, Wardlow was attacked earlier in the show, so we didn't know if Wardlow was going to show up. So Samoa Joe comes out looking like a boss, the king of television, the greatest wrestler to ever live. Comes out with his 2 belts, looking clean. And he's waiting in the ring for Wardlow to show up, and he's not showing up. And, you know, they hit his music, and he's still not coming out. So, you know, Joe does what Joe does, and he grabs a mic, and he starts cutting a promo. Takes a dig at the local city's team. You know, gets good heat. And Wardlow comes out, and obviously he's flanked by like AEW officials who are kind of like, you know,
by the way.
AEW officials are trying to stop him from like, bowling out to the ring, but no one can stop Wardlow. And you know they have a really good main event, man. Obviously Wardlow's leg was like a big part of the story that we're telling in ring. Samoa Joe, he's just a fucking beast of a heel, taking his time, methodically like picking apart Wardlow. Wardlow had some hope spots. He even hit him with a power bomb, kind of. You know, it was one of those ones where, like, you know, you get him up on the ropes.
Yeah, it was an industry playing power bomb.
Yeah. It wasn't like the proper lift. Then, feel like even towards the finish, when like Wardlow went to try and power bomb Samoa Joe, like a classic power bomb, like from the starting position, and you know, we sold his leg like he couldn't do it, but like you guys will know, like in the group chat, I was like, I'm not 100% certain that Wardlow could pull off that power bomb anyway.
Yeah,
and he has power bomb people bigger. Like I think Big Bill probably weighs more than fucking Samoa Joe, but Samoa Joe is dense, bro.
but Big Bill's he's proportionate.
Well,
like
he's
Samoa Joe's dense, bro. Like,
it's like you ever watch those World's Strongest Man competitions where it's like they'll be like this Atlas stone weighs 300 blah blah blah, like whatever the fuck they'll say. Like obviously these guys could easily deadlift 300 pounds or kilograms or whatever the fuck if it was on a barbell in the gym. But it being an Atlas stone is what makes it so much harder, and why you gotta be like one of the strongest people in the world to actually pick it up. And that's trying to powerbomb Samoa Joe, bro. He's a fucking Atlas stone.
Yeah, bro. That nigga Samoa Joe. Hey, bro, Wardlow looking a little dry, bro.
I will say
I've looked good last night. Obviously,
I've been hard on Wardlow lately, but I think he did his thing last night. It was a roller coaster of a match, but
yeah, man. Just to quickly finish off the summary. Obviously, they're having this match. Obviously, the knee played a part in the finish, like I just said. Samoa Joe locks in a Queen, a clutch on him, chokes him out. Samoa Joe retains, which was the shock result. I think it's fair to say. It seemed like this match and this feud was building up in a way that like Wardlow was going to get it back, but because Samoa Joe has been so good in recent weeks, there was a lot of like fans clapping back at that, like wanting Samoa Joe to keep it.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I think the original plan was for Wardlow to get the title back, but Tony Khan kind of adjusted the course. Do you know what I mean? And
come on, yeah, you can't take the title off of Samoa Joe right now, bro. Like Darby in Seattle, I mean, I guess that would be a good shout, I guess. But there's no there's no rush to get it off of him unless Samoa Joe's fucking running back to Stanford, which I don't think anybody's heard of lately. I think everybody, from everything that people have heard, Samoa Joe's gonna honor his contract. Yeah, he's gonna honor his contract before he does anything else. So there's no rush to get the fucking title off of him. Let him have his run, bro.
Yeah,
this is fucking awesome.
I think he's gonna. I don't want to say like he's gonna beat Darby in Seattle, but I wouldn't be shocked if he beats Seattle. If he beats Darby in Seattle,
I think he will. I'll stick my neck out, and I'll gladly be wrong this time next week on the podcast.
I mean, fuck, bro.
I think Joe's gonna win it.
It's three people from the Washington State area wrestling on Dynamite. Swerve's obviously gonna have a match on the show. Like, they don't all gotta win, bro. They don't.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Because Danielson's obviously gonna beat the guy he's wrestling.
Tony Nese.
Yeah, I still want to say it, but yeah, he's gonna obviously beat Tony Nese.
Bro, Battle Bell is gonna be a great match. It's just, Tony Nese is dry, so
good worker, man. Just not. Yeah, he's just not the.
I actually like Nese, unironically.
So do I. Yeah, I think he's a good worker, bro. Really good worker. He's just, he just lacks like having an actual like character and like kind of his in-ring charisma and intensity is not amazing, but he's definitely better than the average worker today, and like the average worker today is a very high level. You know what I mean? So it's like Tony Nese is good, man. He is good, but he's not interesting. Yeah. And that's 90% of the battle because everyone's good in ring now. So
I think the main issue people are having, they're like, when are we gonna finally get to these like star versus star matchups with Danielson? And they're like, well, Seattle shows a good place to have one. It's just not happening in Seattle. So people are getting frustrated. But
I thought Tony would have gave him Máscara de Oro, but from when people were saying on Twitter is that they said that Danielson's been wanting this match with Nese since Evolve. So I mean,
he obviously rates him. Like I said, bro, Tony Nese is good, bro. And if you've just watched his match, like he had like a really great 205 run. So
if Brian fucking Danielson is asking for this shit, then it's good enough for me because he got some ideas.
Factory. Yeah, a couple super chats before we finish this Dynamite thing. Chinatown Spurs $5. 100% we're getting another street fight, probably in Portland.
What happened?
Who did we just lose?
That was Chris.
Chris again. I was gonna say he wasn't speaking anyway, so we probably lost him ages ago. we probably lost him ages ago. He was just there, froze. Mavs fan 84 199. Appreciate you. Who's most likely to shoot on Sasha? It's Rosa Roy. No, I wouldn't. No, bro. That's so. Come on, bro. Like, we're getting silly now. We like to have our fun. Who's most likely to shoot on Sasha?
No one's shooting on Sasha.
I don't know, bro.
They're going to have to deal with me.
Nasty.
Answer to AO, bro.
That is. The agenda I'm going to start on you against you on Twitter is going to be so nasty, bro. People are going to think I'm mentally ill.
You don't got to worry about AO pulling up on you. You just got to worry about him.
My Twitter agendas.
But yeah, man, after the Samoa Joe Wardlow thing ended, Samoa Joe looked like he was about to leave the ring. Wardlow struggling up to his feet, and it's like Samoa Joe's having this moment, bro. Like, and it's like, is he gonna try shake his hand? And at the moment, I was literally thinking, I fucking hope this doesn't happen because it would make Wardlow look like a fucking idiot, bro. Like, this guy tried to take you out before the match, and now you're shaking his hand after he's just done you. Like, what are you doing? But obviously they didn't shake hands. There was just an awkward moment where they kind of looked at each other, and Samoa Joe just nailed him with the belt, which obviously carries on their feud. As Samoa Joe's getting heat on Wardlow, Darby Allin comes out, huge star reaction, genuine big star reaction. He doesn't come out from the ramp, but they hit his music and his Titantron. He shows up behind Samoa Joe, marks him with the skateboard. Joe flees, and like we were saying earlier, Samoa Joe versus Darby Allin. I think it's next week. And Tony Khan announced that earlier today on Twitter. And yeah, man, Samoa Joe, King of TV, Darby Allin, over as fuck. Wardlow had a good performance, but I think him not winning was probably the right choice at this time. Yeah, man. Overall, I thought Dynamite was a really, really good show. Big pops, big reactions, great crowd, good wrestling, all that good shit, bro.
I just saw
Even
now,
like the angles, bro. I love a good angle, and I can be super harsh on AEW for like their angles or lack thereof or lack of good ones. But even like the way that they closed the show with like Darby coming out and getting the big star reaction and stuff, like even just like the little things like that, man. It was good shit. It was a really good show.
there's like a house show spoiler. I mean, who cares? But they saying that it looks like AJ Styles got hurt.
Damn.
They said his ankle. They had to throw up the X.
Bro, that fact, the holiday tour that WWE has been going on. If you go on WrestleTix and look at the amount of dates that they're churning out, it's crazy, bro. Like they're doing 2 shows today, and each one sold at least like 6,000-7,000 tickets. And the amount of money that WWE must be generating over the holiday period with the holiday tour they do every year is crazy, because they're doing 2 shows a day, like, and they're selling crazy tickets for them, bro. It's insane. It's like that MSG show they done the other day had like 10,000-11,000 people there for a house show. Like, it's crazy, man. They're
bro. But listen. He can get injured. We gonna come back from that. It's good. We're gonna come back and we're gonna be great.
Yo, are we though? Because shout out to AJ Styles, one of my favorite wrestlers ever. But like, he's not what he used to be, bro.
No,
he's not even what he used to be when he wasn't what he used to be. Like,
no, bro.
He's teetering on washed. So then him getting a lower body injury on top of that, I hope he comes back all right.
He's 45, man.
Yeah, man.
We all love AJ.
Nah,
I think that's fair to say. I think it's fair to say we all love AJ and that, but it's like, he's 45, bro. He's up there, and the style that he's worked, like, it's a privilege that he's even still wrestling, I think.
No, it's amazing that he's not like Matt Hardy right now. Honestly, waddling with fucking fused
because he's just that nigga, bro. It's unfortunate. I know it's unfortunate, but he's just that nigga, bro.
Yeah, sorry. I love AJ. Genuine, like,
not anymore.
I wouldn't say like GOAT case of all time, but he definitely has like a greatest of his generation case.
No, definitely.
Easy. Shout out Breeboo 199 for like pointing out what Manny just read out. Shout out him.
I do. Santos got hurt too on a house show, huh?
Santos as well. What is happening, bro?
Santos, yeah, but he's fine though, supposedly. But the one thing I'm gonna say about the Wardlow thing is, man, Samoa Joe fucked up his hair, bro. Did you see what they tried? They tried savaging his hair.
They gave him the Mike Mizanin, bro. That shit was nasty.
They tried savaging
crazy.
Samoa Joe cut way too low, bro. He cut a bald spot on his fucking head.
He's a real heel, bro.
He probably did that shit on purpose too.
Wow, you're a real heel, bro.
Real nigga.
Oh, I didn't even. When Isra asked about if she should come on the podcast later, the thing that I wanted to talk to her about, we haven't been able to get to before she left, which is like, I can't blame her because we've been here for nearly 3 hours, But like, it is what it is. Save it for another one. That'll be a good subject when we do it. Last thing I want to do before we get out of it, I just want to quickly go over the Queendom show because I don't really want to not mention it. Obviously, Queendom. One of, if not the biggest Stardom show of the year. Shuri versus Julia for the red belt, obviously, which is their version of the world title, which has been like their kind of that's been like their like WrestleMania main event match that they've been building to for the year. Julia got her moment winning the red belt in what I've been told was genuinely a match of the year contender. Which I'm literally gonna watch it as soon as I
match of the year.
I went 5 on it.
I went 5 1/4 on it. It's a fucking amazing match, man. It was awesome.
It was
awesome.
It was
right now it's number. Let me see my match of the year list. It's number 5 on my match of the year list.
Bro, if you don't like Joshi, if you don't like Japanese wrestling, like give the main event a chance. Like, just watch the fucking main event. It was amazing.
Or if you don't even want to watch that, just watch the 15-minute match.
Kyrie versus Utami. That was awesome. 15 minutes. It was short. Kyrie's from WWE. Any of you drones in here, You familiar with her and shit? Watch that match. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Tommy as well. It's like she's a beast, and it's like I said, if you're not into like Joshi, or you think like, oh, how do I get into that? Like this show, especially Kairi as a starting point in a match that doesn't go too long, like it's perfect. Kairi has a great match with Utami Hayes. She's can't get her words out. Kairi has a great match with Utami, and like I said, it's not too long. It's not it's a great starting point because of what I was saying. You know, Kairi was in WWE, so you're somewhat familiar with her. You're not watching two randoms. And Utami, if you don't know about her, by the end of the match, you will.
Yeah,
man.
Also, the hardcore trios as well. Like, bro, that whole show was just fucking top to bottom.
This nigga Rob was watching old WWE pay-per-views when the show just started. I had a call. I logged into the Imperius account. I was like, "Stardom's on, you fucking drone." 5 minutes later, he in Discord watching the show with us. You see how our positive
let me tell you.
Bro, this nigga was rating Bella Twins matches on the timeline, bro.
Hold on, let me tell you how nasty this nigga is, bro. He came in at first, he replied, right? He goes, Stardom is on, you drone. But then he's like, nah.
No, reply's not good enough, bro. I deleted the reply and I quote tweeted that nigga just to shame him in front of everybody.
Bro, it was nasty. I was like, nigga, what are you doing, yo?
Shout out Club Venus. We ride high.
Shout out Club Venus. Shout out Zaya Brookshire. Shout out Mariah May.
Is that what the faction's called?
Yeah, it's Club Venus.
Shout out my girl Mina Shinakawa. Shout out to my girl Mina Shinakawa. We're going for that white belt.
Shout out to Mino.
No prisoners. We're coming.
Shout out to Mino.
Look at this slander Rob's getting in the live.
Yo, what the fuck?
Quick super chat real quick though. John Theodore, Canadian $5. Appreciate you, brother. When we're gonna talk about how Tampoy got robbed.
Y'all see me on the timeline after that shit, bro? I was talking about Rosie will fail, Stardom will crumble. Rock Nation, you'll pay for this shit, man.
I haven't seen the white belt yet match, or I haven't seen the tag belt yet. I saw everything but those two, and I also want to say that Providence and
I will say that the tag match was very good. I just hate I hate the booking. It was some spring 2022 Noah shit. We're just like, hey man, let's get all these old ass niggas to beat the young guys up. Fuck it, it'll be funny. It's not funny, bro. It's not, bro. Don't do that shit. Yeah. Rob was the only nigga on the timeline that was defending that shit. And I was talking about Noah's a dead promotion and shit. Rob was like, nah, you just don't understand the vision.
Yeah. Y'all just don't get it.
Rob's beat.
The young guys.
Like, we all do our things where we like pop ourselves with like, oh, this wrestler's really good, who probably isn't. But like Rob literally like picks like the worst of the
worst shit, and it was like, no, actually, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good, guys.
The worst
ones. Rob was hyping up Dominic Mysterio like pre-Judgment Day.
Yo, it's nasty, bro.
I want to say if you're not a fan of Puro or whatever, because you're afraid that the matches are going to go long, freaking Stardom, they have a thing where their longest match is like 30 minutes. So they have like 30-minute time limits and 15-minute time limits. So none of these matches go long, and you're going to get sprints every time. So
it's better. I hope I pronounce this right. Sorry, man. Reggie, Ray J, whatever. Australian $2. Gia, my favorite anti-vaxxer.
Yo, what's going on in the comments, yo? What the fuck?
They're still on Rob's ass. Bro, you know what's crazy?
Screenshot like the whole page just being Rob will fail.
You know what's crazy? Peach in the comments talking about Rob will fail. She was watching these Bella Twins matches with this nigga.
Exactly.
This is actually true. I know Darren, Anna's biggest fan. We know he always likes to ask where Anna is. Anna for this particular part of the show should absolutely be here.
Anna busy, man.
Next Stardom review, we need Anna to go on. She's fantastic. She's so good at like podcasting as well.
Nah, she really is. Shout out to Anna.
She's awesome.
It's unfortunate that she has college and a life and goes outside and all that shit. It's very unfortunate.
I know she needs to stay in and do wrestling.
That ass. Like, what do you want to further your future aspirations to get an education, or do you want to make WrestlePure is the top brand in the wrestling space. You let me know what's more important. You let me know.
Slander now in the
yeah, slander Peach's ass. Get on Peach's ass.
Yeah,
I'm about to call Wrestle Cringe. All right.
But yeah, man. Stardom Queendom. It was a big show as it was aimed to be, and from all the reviews I've seen, they've absolutely delivered. They delivered the moment with Julia winning the red belt and her getting a moment, and she looks like she's going to lead the company into 2023, which is going to be a huge year for Stardom, especially with with the talks of Sasha working with some of their talent and all that sort of stuff. And I think Julia in this phase is the perfect champion for them to have, because I think she has so much potential marketability, even to the US audience. As soon as you see her, she's very magnetic. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, y'all know,
has star presence and stuff. So
and New Japan beginning to book the Stardom women on the shows just to make the shows like that much more exciting and shit. Like because of the different element and shit. So shout out.
And the matches have got bigger every year because when they were first doing it, they would just throw a tag on. Do you know what I mean? Hey, then that tag would get 4 stars from Dave Meltzer or something. And he's like,
Monty, I just realized that my camera, it wasn't dark on accident. I could have put the brightness up this whole time.
This is bullshit.
I
know. I was gonna say when we got off, I don't know what you've done to your setup, but just keep it that way. But yeah, man. Shout out Stardom. Shout out Rossi, tremendous booker. Stardom, just a really exciting promotion. But one of the only promotions legitimately in the entire world that grew in the pandemic, which is just a testament to how good their quality is. There's plenty of big stars over there that you'll connect with and stuff. Like any person that gets into Joshi, all of a sudden has 4 wrestlers at the stand. So it's really great promotion, really great wrestlers, really great show. Dynamite was great.
Sorry, my girl Unagi, she's headed to fucking Florida, babe. She's heading to Florida.
No, the fuck she's not, bro. Relax. Let's relax.
Chill, bro.
You gotta relax.
Everyone's Dragon League goes. Everyone's losing them all. Anyway, so yeah, man. Stardom, great show. Julia, new champ. Dynamite was amazing. Genuinely one of their better shows of the year. I know you guys who listen to the wrestling podcast probably hear people say that about all the Dynamite shows, but those of you who watch Wrestle Purist podcast know I don't throw that around a lot. I genuinely feel that Dynamite it's got to be in the conversation of one of the best shows I've done this year. Amazing. Dragon Lee's with WWE. Dax wants Punk and the Elite to make up. And yeah, man, we've talked about a few things, but yeah, have anyone got any plugs that they want to get out of the way before I lock this off?
Turn my post notifications on Twitter. Every single one of y'all. Do it right now. Go to my Twitter. Turn my fucking post notifications on. Thank you. I love you. Twitch is coming soon in 2023. We're still doing that. We're gonna be playing Fight Forever, Fortnite, all the bunch of bullshit, GTA, RP. We're gonna be Call of Duty, all that shit. Look out for that. The Wrestle Purist Twitch is coming as well. Look out for that. Yeah, man. Join the fucking Discord. Follow me on Twitter. King AO is back. I got my original fucking ad back. I fucking hated that Ruler AO ad so bad. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Y'all niggas
follow me on Twitter. I'm 200 followers away from 2,000. I'm sorry.
Bro, if anybody deserves 2,000 followers, it's Manny. Follow that nigga on Twitter, bro.
And thank you. In the next 2 months, I'm going to be starting a new show. It's going to be a radio show where I talk about stuff with other people. And then,
man, what kind of plug is this, bro? What kind of plug is this?
This is where it's a radio show.
It's a radio show. I'm gonna talk to other people. Yo, the people in the chat can't wait, bro. They're just so excited, my nigga. Tell them what it's gonna be about, bro.
Bro, it's a show about nothing.
It's just Manny's mind on that day.
It's Manny's mind on the day.
And then into Manny. I'm gonna go to. I need this wrap up so I can go to Canes, and then
I miss raising Canes.
That's about it, guys.
Yeah, shout out Manny. The homeland.
Rob, you got anything you want to plug real quick?
I know what time it is. Hold on. I'm not at my usual home, so I don't have my soundboard, but I still got y'all. Yeah, y'all know the best podcast all weekend, every weekend. Unpurist.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to plug Unpurist. Unpurist tomorrow night, nigga, is gonna be fire. Real wrestling talk, real shit. No yellow-ass niggas like Monty, stifling my free speech, stealing my money, slave-driving niggas. Just a whole bunch of real niggatry tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific. All that shit, Unpurist, nigga.
Oh, I also have an interview in the pipeline if everything works out.
Oh man, he's working on some big things.
Oh yeah, Manny's got some big business coming.
Yeah,
he's got some big business coming.
This isn't a bit. This isn't even a bit.
No, it's not a bit. It's real big business.
It's big money.
Yeah, last couple super chats before we get out of here.
Wait, the last
Rob,
thing.
Hold that thought.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Pro Wrestling Podcast. This is my show. This is my show where I do things, I guess. Yeah, that's a good explanation.
That's exactly
of what Manny was. Darren Walker, Monty, will you return on Monday? Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back on Monday. We had a little Christmas week off, also. Rob, if you want to finish off at 4.
Also, two things. Check out the Divas Pod this Sunday. Big special episode coming this Sunday, and I don't know. I think it was Warrior Wrestling posted a post last night asking for an opponent for Christopher Daniels that's outside of the Midwest area, and our guy, number one indie wrestler in the world, Mookie Summers, is trying to get booked against Christopher Daniels. So we will retweet. Of course, we will retweet the post from Warrior Wrestling to get him booked. And y'all go get that nigga booked, bro. He deserves it.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. I don't know the guy, but I know you guys know him, and he seems like a cool guy. So yeah, man, support the kid.
Not a fucking freak, you know. Like
yeah, man. That's what I look for. Like
some other
with wrestle
wrestlers
purists
cool
and
with.
stuff, and like getting in this community and that. It's like there's a lot of freaks and weirdos on this app, and like, you know what I mean? Like we can look like freaks and weirdos on the timeline, especially Manny and AO. And Rob, all of you, do you know? but like, you know, if you actually like get to know these people, they're like normal, cool people. That's kind of one of the qualities I look for. So shout out Mookie. He seems like a cool guy. What was you gonna say, man?
Before we go, man, Terrell Owens is gonna make a comeback.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I don't know, fam.
Bro, Terrell Owens has been teasing a comeback every fucking year since I was fucking 6 years old, nigga. Let's get out of here.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna end on that. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. What you're doing. We've appreciated all the super chats. Big shout out as usual. And bam, anyone who sent multiple super chats, we appreciate it massively. Appreciate all your support throughout 2022. It's been a crazy year. I think this is my last appearance on the podcast for the year, so I'm just getting this out now. But yeah, man, we appreciate it all. Like, it's actually quite humbling to see like the team that we've put together, the live views and stuff that we get, seeing the channel legitimately like steadily grow. And you know, we're onto a good thing. In 2023, we're going to diversify our content and add all different types of content. So we're not just doing these live streams. We're going to do like proper videos and stuff. And you know, you'll see as it's coming out and shit. So yeah, man. Unpurist tomorrow. Shout out them. Unpurist forever. Divas on Sunday. Divas stay killing it always. And we'll be back.
You guys
Monday.
can do a Wrestle Kingdom preview.
I don't know if we'll do a preview. I guess I'll see what the reaction is in the group chat. If Parker and stuff want to do one, do you know what I mean? But
I mean, Dumb Guy Live will probably definitely do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I guess we'll see what happens. But at the moment, nothing's scheduled right now. Do you know what I mean? But we'll see what happens, bro. It's a big show, so I've got nothing against it. But anyway, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We are kind of rambling on now. Where is my video?
2022 is a movie, nigga. But nigga, hey, next year it's a sequel, nigga. We up. Big business. All 2023, nigga.
Two wrestle, two purists. Two wrestle, two purists. Wrestle away from our dick. You heard, cuz? We out of here.